Oh, it's just gonna go. Huh. It ain't even gonna. But I can't see nothing. Oh no. I don't. This isn't good. I can't even see the chat. Oh wait, maybe this is the chat. This might be the overlay. I never miss a comment. Click on the chat message to display. Okay. Is that how you do it? Maybe? I don't know. I'll just wait a second. Is that where the comments are going to come up? I don't. Okay, so there's the rest of the stuff. Let me see. Oh. Okay. Oh, good. It did work. Hey, B. Were you texting me? I should have did a test run with you first, honestly, because I'm not using StreamYards. I tried Streamlamp today. And okay, now I'm seeing people besides you, B. Hi, Kiwi. Hi, Everly. I wasn't sure if the comments were going to come up here because it's a little bit different. And I had to actually click it for you guys to come up. So I don't know. But let me know if I'm freezing because I was freezing when I was going off of just the YouTube. So now I know why people don't go live on YouTube. There he is, the man himself. Am I freezing? No? Let me move around, see if it freezes. Okay. That was you texting me. Oh, okay, hold on. Let me see if I can mod, because I couldn't mod on StreamYards yesterday. See, I can't mod from here neither. I could put you in timeout. All right, good. Thank you. Why can't I mod you? I wonder if I have to do it from my actual account. I'll have to go into I don't know. Thank you, Kiwi. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can mod somebody real quick. I mean, I honestly probably don't even need it right now. I'm just trying to learn. You know what I'm saying? So that way, when I actually do this, it'll go smoothly. But what I liked about the YouTube is that everything, I don't know. It was freezing though. I didn't like that. Oh, I can see it up here too. You have to announce it now. Friends of you've been good. Are you sure? Who was it? It was was it Mia? Or was it I think it was Mia who said you would always be female to her though. All right, let me see if I can mod. I might have to actually go. Okay, there I am. Hi. Oh God, I don't. It was. Oh, that's weird hearing yourself. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna tap that. Okay. Did something pop up for you, B? Because I modded you, so I don't know if something popped up for you. I'm hoping it did. I don't think we'd have any problems. It's too late for people to be bringing problems in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too late for that. But I figured it out. I have to do it actually on the YouTube page to even moderate somebody, which I thought you had to do it in the stream, but I don't know. I'm learning. So, and I got a new seat tonight because that other one was hurting my ass yesterday. I almost knocked everything over. Okay, good. I know you don't know what you're doing neither, so just play with the buttons. I was trying to see what picture you had because it looks. Yes. Go support Short Bus's OnlyFans. Who was it? Mia had it posted in her tab, her community tab, or it's post now. I don't know why they changed the name of it, but okay. Let's see. Okay. Oh, so I looked it up. And every time I look up the Outlaws page, it just comes up with like the Outlaws, like the rap group. I couldn't find what you were talking about. So that's why I need like a link or something. Or hold on, because I'll show you. Hold on. All right. Look, see, this is good practice. We're gonna figure this out together because I'm gonna try to show you what comes up when I look at it. Maybe. Maybe I'll be able to. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to open up this other screen anyway because wait, where's my other tab? Let me go to it real quick and for it first. I'm gonna have to tell y'all about this comment that I got a minute ago. Okay, let me see. Yeah, everything that comes up is like Rick. All right, let me see. I'm gonna share this as soon as I get myself together because I am a mess at all times. All right, I'm gonna shorten that screen up there so I can at least see it. Hopefully it's not all right, share screen. Oh my god, I seen something about an old lady. Hold on, what are you saying? I know you can't send a link. I know you can't yet. Hold on. Oh, thank you, because I wasn't patient on this girl today. I was done. And you know, like, I understand that we are all different, right? And I understand we have different opinions. I understand that we don't know each other personally, right? So when people continue to go on about things, I let it go. As long as they're respectful, I don't have no problem with it, you know, like, but she kept pushing it. And I just, to be honest with you, what I originally posted, what I originally wrote, YouTube wouldn't let me send it. So I had to rewrite it and was a little more nice. And every time I tried to send it, it kept saying community guidelines. And I was like, oh, so I cleaned it up a little bit more, but I was upset. I was mad just because I don't, first of all, you obviously don't know what I'm talking about. So and I don't know if you've seen the comment, Kiwi, but it was the Mandy girl, and she was talking about how CPS likes, you know, the reunification with the kids and stuff. And did what work? I'm sorry, I'm gonna get off topic. But yes, the lady that was sticking up for Lori. I'm sorry, I didn't even finish reading your comments because I'm a little. But that lady, yes. And the thing is that I understand what she's saying, right? Like, I understand that, a lot of times CPS wants the families to be reunited. And I get that. I understand that. And most of the time, that's, of course, right? But what I don't understand is that why would anybody, even CPS, want to keep kids in a home where a parent keeps traumatizing them, keeps messing things up, using them as leverage, using them for money? It's not healthy. And obviously it's not if Jay doesn't even want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she watches me, so I know she watches Lori, right? So just because that's her biological mother doesn't mean that that's the right place for her. And that's what I was trying to explain to her. Like, it doesn't make sense to say that's her mom, she should be with her bio mom, when there's already a safe home for her to be. I mean, you could take a mom, like, I just have so much to say about it. I was so irritated. Goes for me too. Wait, what page did you send it to? Hold on, because I can mod you. And you can send the link and I can pull it up. Just give me a second. Let me grab it. But I have so much to say about these damn comments. And what I don't want to be rude, okay? Because I basically just told her she could see herself out because I didn't appreciate what she was saying to me. Like, she wasn't like going after anybody or anything like that. And that's why I kind of was just letting her say what she had to say, because she has a different of opinion, and that's fine. But understand, like, my daughter's bio mom, she was a mess. I told you she was just like Lori, right? CPS chose us over her because we were the safest and most healthiest home at the time. And at this time, I was not using. I was sober at this time. And when we went through all of this, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to send the kids with Lori. And her argument was that CPS paid for the rent, so she is obviously good. Like, oh, CPS isn't gonna pay for the rent if she's not doing the things. Understand that Lori is doing the bare minimum to get what she needs. Okay, she's doing what she needs to do to benefit her. And if you can't see that, I'm really glad you don't work in CPS, ma'am. That's all I'm gonna say. So I know. And but this is what made me mad, okay? First of all, she told me when I wrote I think I explained this yesterday. She told me yesterday that I said her kids hated her, and I never said that. I did say that Jay could not stand her because Jay said it. I heard her with my own ears. She said, I can't stand that woman. It's on Nikki's Supernatural Nikki's page. It's on there. Then she said that I was advocating for a mother's failure. Bitch, what? So I just told her, like, I can't advocate for someone to fail who's already failing. What are you, like, I didn't think I was giving off that impression. And that's the same thing as her saying that, oh, I hate her and that's why I don't want her with her kids. What are you talking about? Like, we talked about that yesterday. I don't have that type of energy to hate people with the people online. I just don't. Would I love for Lori to get herself together? Yes, of course. Those girls need their mother, and whether they're going to go back to her or not, they're still going to need her. I mean, I don't know. It pissed me off. And I didn't like that. I didn't like that I'm advocating for Lori's downfall. First of all, her downfall started way before I ever reviewed her, first of all. And second of all, no, I don't think that the best place for them girls to be is Lori's house. Absolutely not. And I don't know if she just don't like Andy or what, but you know who does love Andy? Both of the girls do. Jay has refused to leave Andy's house. And I'm sorry, but Andy has dropped everything for them girls. That means something whether you like him or not. Okay? And that just they not here? You know, hi Carly. Hi. Before I answer your question, okay. I, I said this yesterday. I had a dysfunctional home, right? Me and my dad did not get along my whole life. And for my whole life, and when I was younger, I didn't get it. Now that I'm older and kind of work through it a little more, I have more of an understanding. But at the time, I couldn't understand why my dad chose me to love the least, right? I couldn't understand why I was the one that was being sectioned out and why he was so mean to me, right? But I still loved him. You know, like I, even when I tried not to, even when I rebelled and did everything, I still had like a, a lot of respect for him. And I couldn't make that go away no matter how much I tried. And the difference is that me and my dad have worked through that. Now, there are still some things about my dad that's a little, he's not, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. There's a lot of things that I think my dad pushes down and doesn't want to come to terms with. And I'm not going to force him to do that. He has to do that on his own time. What's important is that we have a great relationship now. I can go to him for anything, and he is the best grandfather to my son. And I would take that and everything that happened when I was younger than for him to be great to my son. I would do it all over again because he's amazing to not just my son but my nephew. And it's kind of like it's that bond. It's that mother daughter and father daughter bond that you like yearn for it even when you don't want to. It's there, and it's a struggle, and some people will learn to deal with it and some people won't. And that's what's scary about Lori's kids, is that if they don't get that help, that affects them growing up. It affects them in the decisions that they make for life, and that's what's scary. It's a lot of things I realized that I did when I was younger because I was like the daddy issues, right? Or just needing that attention. I'm very codependent. I would have boyfriends and be very codependent on them. And it got to be where I was in unhealthy relationships. And it took me a long time to realize that. And it took me a long time to realize even the guys that I picked, it all boils down to how you were raised in your parents. And that's scary for them girls. And for somebody to come to me and tell me that, oh, you hate Lori, so you don't want them to be reunited and advocate for this and that. Ma'am, you obviously grew up in a fucking home with rainbows and butterflies, or you live in a bubble. But any parent with any type of abuse, emotional or physical or both, should not have their kids. They should be somewhere safe, whether they're blood related or not. I don't understand where that disconnect is, but no, no. It is natural. I know. Okay, I'm sorry. I was yapping. You know, I get to talking and let me. Oh wait, can I not? Oh, I can. I can. Okay. Thank you. I was trying to be respectful, Kiwi. I really was, because I'm not trying to attack anybody. You know what I'm saying? And people are so sensitive on here. And of course, as soon as you say something that they're like, it's like, oh my God, look what she did or look what she said. I'll tell you something in a minute. See, of course she would. See, that's all I need is you, Short, to just say it all the things that I hold back. Oh, why is this not? Okay. Yes, yes. Yes, exactly. That's the thing, is Lori just, things happen and she's just right back to doing her shit. And it's wild to watch. He is. He is. He is. when I say I am so proud of my dad and the man that he has become, now that's not to say that he doesn't have his faults and that he's not perfect, right? But he has come so far. I can't even explain to you. And you know, because this isn't just my story, I'm careful on what I say and kind of pick and choose because, you know, I'm not trying to make him look like a horrible person or anything like that. But you know, the things that he had to go through to get to where he is today really helped him figure out to change his life, if that makes sense without saying too much. But I'm proud of him. I'm very proud of him, and we've had them hard conversations, and sometimes they go good and sometimes they don't. But me and my dad are a lot alike, but we're very different because I am very aware, and I when I am wrong I will admit it, and my dad don't have that. My dad's not very aware of himself, and he doesn't say sorry a lot. You know, he will, he has, but he picks and chooses, you know. So um I don't know. I don't The thing is that Lori and Andy are still legally married, right? Because I just want to, I just I thought that, but I wasn't sure. Because I know they're married. I didn't know if they got a divorce, but I think they're still married. So I don't know if that makes such a big difference with CPS, but I think it does. Um, oh, well, you're my family too, so so you're talking about yourself. But I was gonna say something and I forgot. It'll come back to me. But yeah, that girl, I, I don't understand it. And she kept saying, I'm not trying to advocate for Lori. And it's like, well, then what are you, then what are you, okay, then what's your point of these messages? Then what are you trying to advocate for? Like you're getting, I understand that you have a difference of opinion and you think that the girls should be with their mother. You got your point across. Why are we continuing to go on and on? And then you're going to say something about the lady being disrespectful because she said you're delusional. That's her opinion as well. She wasn't being disrespectful. She wasn't like F you or da 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 da. You should have read the message I wrote first. If you didn't see disrespectful in that chat, and you're lucky that I that couldn't post that because you probably would have had a fit. But I don't know. I don't get it. Oh, that's my Veronica. Yeah, that's my Veronica, and that's my owl. Miss Veronica right here had kittens recently. There's one right here. Hold on, I'll show you. Don't get mad. Don't get mad. Slowly. I know. I know. I know. I'm sorry. They don't like heights. They're terrified, even though they jump off my bed. But they're not staying very long. They got homes, but they're gonna be. B. They're ready. Just so you know, make some phone calls. But they have homes, so and thank you though. Oh my goodness. I know. I know. Okay. Okay. Do you want to go? Go ahead. I'm not trapping you. No, you gonna stay? Well, you were whining. My baby girl, she got all jealous. My dog. Are you good? Are you gonna stay? No. Okay. Okay. Here, you want to go in there? All right. I have to pick you up to put you back over there, silly. Come on. I know. Hold on. Let me. All right. This is a struggle. This is a struggle. Say bye. Okay. I know I should have just texted your mom. I wasn't thinking about it though. Okay, here. I'll put you right here. How about that? Here we go. There you go. It's a he. He was not happy at all. The kittens are okay. My dog's so overprotective over them. It's so cute. Sherry, hi. How are you? It's good to see you. Oh. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that comment because it really, that lady, because she was I don't know what she exactly was trying to. I don't know why you would keep going. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I just don't get it. And I didn't like the things that she was. I mean, people have said things to me before, but I don't, like I said, I don't feel like I was giving off the impression that I was like, and I don't know if it's just she just doesn't like Andy, because she's just very hard. Like, I'm not going to follow Andy blindly. Nobody's asking you to. What you need to follow is the decision of the girls. And for one of them girls, they stay with Andy 100% of the time. And the other girl was jumping back and forth. So I don't know. I don't get it. I'm good. I had a crazy day because I stayed up on stream last night and woke up late and did everything late, and it was the lady in my comment section, Mandy. I don't care. I'll say her name, but Mandy. She was going back and forth with everybody in the comment section on my last video, and she was just she was trying to get a point across that she already got out, I feel like, in the first comments. And I didn't agree with her, and I told her, and I just said I respectfully disagree, and kind of said what I needed to say, and she did the same, and other people were chiming in too. It's like 36 comments of everybody, just and everybody was being respectful. It wasn't, but I don't know, she obviously thinks that I Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? But yeah, she thinks that I hate Lori, want her girls to hate Lori, and I hate Lori so much that I don't want them to reunite. And that, what else did she say? What was the last thing she said? That I can't even remember. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter because I really wanted to tell her to go F herself, but you know, YouTube. What? What's the matter? Are you okay? Are you okay? Baby girl's not happy. Wait, to think knows who that is. I No, you were not. Were you really? You were not timed out. Were you? I only have one mod, so we can only blame it on one person. But I know you can accidentally mute somebody, but you might be playing. So, or maybe I might have actually. No, I don't think I did, but I did. I was messing around with something on here. What's the Do you want to go outside? Is that the problem? She's giving me all kinds of sass over here. I think she might want to go outside. 1 second. All right, come on, let's see. You want to go outside? All right. I'll be listening for you. Okay. All right. So, in the comments, Leah, that is my best friend, my longtime best friend from middle school. We met in 7th grade, I think it was, and we've been best friends ever since. And because I'm still getting to know everybody, I was like, will you go live with me so that way I can mod you? And she don't know how to mod. She was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm like, well, I don't know neither, so we can learn together. So oh wow. Okay. Oh, I just moved the whole screen. Oh yeah, that's right. That Outlaws thing. That's right. That's what I I get distracted. Oh, what's this? Oh, I can hide the, when you guys are watching, is the like when you guys are watching me on the side, is there a chat right here that you can see? I'm just wondering. Is it a podcast short? And do they talk about like what we talk about, or is it like is it something different? Is what I'm wondering. I'm gonna look it up. I just have to oh shoot, where'd I put that other hold on, let me see if I can pull it back up. Oh, I can. Oh, I have way more windows in here than I thought. Oh, there it is. Okay, I can probably share that. Let me see. Oh wait, you can actually, that's right, you can send me the link. Hold on one second, short. Yes, old friends are the best. They are. They are. And she like we were super, we had like a couple girls that we were really close to that we grew up with, and you know, through the years you kind of just like scatter, but her, and really I have like which really it's my cousin, but she I have her I don't know if I should say her name. I was gonna say her name, but I don't know if I should. I don't know if she wants me to. So but then my other cousin, and like there's only a very few of us that we stay like on an everyday basis talk, right? And we're like family. Like she came to all my family things, all my holidays and birthdays and everything. Like we're very close. Oh, did I? Less freeze. Wait, it's not a YouTube channel? Okay, hold on. Let me let baby girl back in. It's all wet out there, huh? Oh, did you go to say hi? Did you say hi? You said, Watchdog, hi. I know. Well, this is only actually, this is my first live ever in life. So if I open up a window, it will freeze that. It did last time you said. Okay, so it is on YouTube, but they talk. It's like this, or is it like a podcast, like that type of thing? Because I was gonna open up, but I don't want to freeze. Let me see. Hold on. Oh, I got a lot of things opened up. Maybe that's why. Let me what is the sass for? Oh my goodness. What? No, you can't come up in the chair right now, baby. Not right now. She wants to sit on my lap because I'm in this chair that it's usually in my living room. Yesterday, I was sitting on a stool and it got super uncomfortable. So I brought this little chair in here. And every time I sit on it in the living room, she wants to be, the chair is this big. Well, this big. And I mean, she's not big. She's not a big dog, but she takes up all the room and she wants to sit on my lap. Okay. I mean, all right. Well, you have my, if you go on my channel, in my description box, I have my email. You can send it to me there. I'm kind of interested to see, or you can tell me what the picture looks like on the channel. That's what I was doing. I was just closing windows. That's right. I'm glad you reminded me, because I think I do have a lot of I did have a lot of windows open. I'm closing them now. There was just a lot of stuff that I had. I had like the TikTok open, the YouTube open, the Reddit open, the Discord open. I had everything open. So trying to keep up on everything. I know she always does. She always wants to sit right here. And it's always when I'm in this chair. I don't understand. I don't know why. Okay. All right, I just want to make sure I was caught up on these comments. Actually, you know what? I'm really glad that I did this like late and figuring it out in different, because this is, I told you I was going to try every stream service there is so I can figure out which one is the best. I'm glad I know I can't go live on YouTube because it was bad, but I'm glad that I did it now because like I don't know how I'm going to keep up with the comments when there's more people in here. Like I get distracted easy, and like if I have like a set plan where I need to, watch this and open this window and do all that, I'm gonna be a mess. Just saying. I'm just forewarn everybody now. No, you're right. You are absolutely right. What? Oh, they're play fighting. No, you're absolutely right. Oh, good night, Carly. Sleep well. You'll catch me again. I'm practicing, so I'm just picking random times. I was supposed to be live earlier, so I'm lucky to have you. Nice and quiet. Yeah, seriously. And you know what? Remember I was saying last night, I don't think you were here, Kiwi, but I was saying last night, it told me when I went on to live, it said that it wasn't going to save that. I don't know why it said that, because it did end up saving. And I seen it like when I ended it and I got off, I forget exactly what it did, but I seen that it was on there and I was like, oh, it did save. So it was what I thought it was going to be. It saved. So I was gonna private it. I was gonna take it down, and then I just didn't. I was like, nah, whatever. I'll just leave it up. So, oh, did that just change for you? That was crazy. Why did it do that? It did that when I hit the. I'm yellow. Oh, it changed. That baby girl, what are you doing? But so I actually introduced my friend to like Lisa. The first person I told her about was Channing for Christ. And then after I had gotten out of rehab, I told her about Lisa. And I did tell her recently about Victoria. And of course, she watches my channel. So she sees people and, she'll call me and be like, give me, the backstory on this person or whatever. And I'll go into these long details. And, so she's kind of like semi new, like doesn't know as much as we do, but she has watched a bunch of things. And I actually, like, when I need help with certain videos, when I need to find certain timestamps or something, I'll text her and I'll send her the video and I'm like, watch this, look out for these things and timestamp them. So she like will help me with the videos because there's so many. Like the boss lady one, there was so many, and I heard boss lady say certain things, so I would send her the video and say, hey, timestamp this one. So I would take like, but when it was getting to be really long or drawn out, I would be like, hey, watch this video, and because I'm doing these videos right here, so I'm gonna have to start paying her. Oh, you did send it. Let me see. Let me grab this. Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I'm gonna look. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm glad it saves. I'm glad that it saves, because I really thought that I wasn't gonna have my first live, which it really wasn't that big of a deal because we weren't doing anything. We were just talking and stuff like that. But I do want to just, I want to play around a little bit and see. I want to. Oh man, I wanted to see if I could pull stuff up and see how well they work. The videos to see if they do freeze a lot, and so that way we can X this one out if it's not good. I I know, I know. She's not. She is like really. Oh crap! She's a lot. I don't understand these people that lie when it's recorded and we can go back and get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not only that, she. I don't know. She the video that I made, I showed her, she said one thing and then I put the video where she said another thing. If she's watching that, how do you still be like, I didn't say that? I didn't say that. That's something my dad would do. Just saying. Like denial. It's crazy. But it's weird. It's huh. That's weird. All right, let's see. I'm going to check my emails real quick. Oh, I'm going to blast it all over the internet. What do you mean? She does. And you want to know what? Like sometimes when I watch these people, I do get so irritated because you know they're lying, right? And you know it's bullshit what they're saying. And you're just like, and then people will tell them in their chat or in another video, and they're still like, especially when Boss Lady does it, and she's like, "Are you a troll? Are you nookie? Bitch, not everybody is. Why do you think everybody is nookie?" And the funniest part is how we're watching her off of Nookie's page, and she's talking about how, oh, that was Nookie again. Bitch, we're watching from his page off of his computer or tablet. He didn't go out a bunch of times. We're watching him. We know it's not him. Do you know how stupid you look? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yep, delusional. Oh. Oh, I know your real name now. Okay, let's see. Shadow Girl. Are they at? Oh no, they're.
By the end of the night, she was going to drag me to the TikTok streets.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
Oh, wait a second. This person is on TikTok as well. Blonde Jennifer. Oh, they got all kinds of tea on this page. Has anybody else heard of Outlaws? It looks like they're really new. They started like a month ago. Cliff Notes Anna. Why have I've heard of her? I've heard of Cliff Notes Anna. No, they're really new, actually. LR's enabler R shows her true colors after getting exposed. R? Who? Who is R? See, I don't even know this. MVP Snowball. I'm sorry, guys. I'm getting all into this channel because there's things I didn't even. This was 3 days ago. It says LR's enabler R. It just has R. Who came out? Who? I mean, we know that she has enablers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not anything new. But I'm gonna have to watch this when I get off. Wait, I know that voice. There's a lady on TikTok that I want to, because I'm new, I don't know who she is, but I really like her. She's been in a couple boxes of people that I've watched before, and I like her. She sounds like she's got it together, you know, like she's got some common sense. So one's called Green Eyes. Okay. The Delphi case. I I've been so caught up with this stuff. I've been like, I haven't been paying attention to a lot of the cases. It does seem entertaining because those things on there seem like it was that it was a lot. I needed to chew. I'll be right back. Oh, we're gonna do this. Hey, where'd I put my coffee at? Oh, left it there. Oh, the babies are eating? You're such a good mama. No, don't jump up on there. No. Is it the same green eyes as is on TikTok? Oh, but you don't have a TikTok, so you wouldn't know, huh? I wonder if it's the same green eyes. Okay, I wanna I'm running out of this lip gloss and I love it. I want to see. All right, now let me know if I freeze. First of all, oh, there's a private chat right here. Who would send me messages in a private chat? Okay, let me know if I freeze. Wait, let me get what I wanted to pull up first. Really? I know that a lot of people was saying that he was innocent. And there was another guy that they thought it might have been. And it was weird because it added up. It was I can't remember. I don't want to say something wrong, but it was like he was like in the area at the time. Somebody seen him somewhere close by or something, if I can remember correctly. I bet you do. I will. I'm gonna watch it now that I know where it is. Okay, let me go down here. I wish I had my other laptop so I can do two. Oh, I could probably get the screen fixed, to be honest with you. All right, let me pull up. Oh, there we go. That's perfect, actually. Let me go up here. Okay. Let me see what I can. You know, I'll just go to. All right. I seen that Abby's getting really upset with the blackout. I don't care who streams me. Oh. Is Shannon live right now? I don't like watching her because I don't like giving her the view. All right, let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to see if I can this. Let me get on here real quick. Freezing now, by any chance? On a different, I can see that it's like stuttering on my end. Is it doing the same to you guys? Yeah, they were found in his property. Yes, Cooch Juice Saga. That's kind of hard to say. I'm surprised it came out that way. Okay. Hey, sure. Yesterday when I was pulling up my my TikTok, was it freezing up at all? Do you remember? Because so far it seems like out of the 3 that I've tried, it seems like the StreamYards was the best one. It didn't give me no problems. Oh, I gulped really loud. Where'd that go? So it's on. Seems like when I'm clicking this right here is when it does it. Oh, that's going to be loud. Shit. Okay, I turned it off. Yeah, because it's even like when I'm trying to load this up, it's like slow. I don't ever have a problem. And it's like slow. Let me see. This is going to. Let me see if I can even stream anything without it being laggy. Because that's gonna be a problem when I need to like restream. Like even if I want to restream Gabby, it's just going slow. Come on. And what's strange is I have all my bars. My internet strength. Internet strength says it's strong. I don't know. I put Gabby like that's her name on here. That is crappy. Are you serious right now? Don't get saucy with me, young lady. That was weird. No, baby. Not right now. I'm sorry. I think it. All right, let me come back because I. Oh, whoa! What I do? Okay, never mind. I just blew up my screen. Yeah, so it told me that I lost connection, that I was like freezing, and I did all this last night, and it didn't do any of this. So I'm sure it's the streaming platform that I'm using, which is weird. Why? I thought this one would be better, to be honest with you, but I don't know. Maybe it's only better when you pay for the subscription, because that could be it too. Oh, I missed that. Tinkle dance. Not the tinkle dance. That's a good. The tinkle dance. No. See, when I'm like moving around here, oh no, I see it slowing. It's like slow. Ma'am. No, I know you. I know what you want, silly. Go lay with that app. Go lay with Dada. No. Okay, let's see. Oh gosh. Oh, beating myself up. All right. Now what I was trying, this sucks because I'm not going to be able to like show anything. Excuse me. I said no. All right, let me see. Oh, surprisingly, she's not live. On this account anyway. I don't. Is it weird that somebody in their bio would be like, my name is so-and-so. I have an autistic son. Is that weird or am I being petty? Like, it doesn't go into details like, hi, my name's so-and-so. My son is whoever. And, he was diagnosed with this. Da, da, da. It's just very, I don't know. I might be being petty though. Okay. Well, let's get out of there then. Baby girl, please stop. All right. No, she didn't. Did she really? Did she do it she did it on camera? Because I didn't see that. I didn't even know about that. What is wrong with, and you want to know what's funny? No, she wasn't dancing though. Because I was going to say Shani for Christ, she did the same thing, but it was on 420. She wasn't dancing. She smoked like a lot of weed and just crapped all over herself. Thank goodness she don't dance. Ugh. Because let me tell you. No way. And you know what's crazy is that I was watching the Facebook. Sorry, my dryer. But I was watching the Facebook of hers from like 2022. And the outfits alone, ma'am, I'm sorry, but you're too old to be dressing like that. Like there is, like, I don't care what nobody says. When you hit a certain age, there are some things that you do not wear anymore, right? Like the fishnets all the way up to here, like you're at a strip club. You don't do that. No. When you have like skin tight belly shirts. Now, I wear Croc tops, but I know how to wear them right. They're not distasteful. Like you can wear certain things and be classy and tasteful about it, right? But one thing I'm not going to, like, I'll show the upper part of my tummy. I won't show my lower part because I feel like I'm a little too old for that now. But the shorts that are like all the way up and no. First of all, even women who actually have a nice looking body who are like, well, she's not even in her 50s or 60s, but whatever, it's still inappropriate. And I don't know if she was just like, two things could be it. She was either really like gorgeous when she was younger and she still thinks that way. She still has that pretty girl mindset. Or she was like super big and lost a lot of weight. And now she is just Miss Thang and wants to wear all the things that she didn't get to wear when she was younger, which I'm not sure. But I don't know why she don't have people in her life telling her that that's not appropriate. It doesn't even look good. It's not tasteful whatsoever. She does. She does. That was a good comment. Let me put this. Let me see if I can put the comment up like I did last night. Hold on. Wait, that put up my name. Why would it just put up my name? And I just keep doing it over and over again like it's going to change. Oh, wait. Is it going to pop up? There we go. There we go. See? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But that's true, though. She does. And I can never understand when like somebody is looking in the mirror and you see all this hanging over to the side, the love handles, right? When you see all of that and they're suffocating and you're getting like lines in your on your side and it's turning red, do you not what don't I don't get it. How do you look at yourself and say, yeah, I'm killing it? Yeah. What? It's so crazy to me. Oh, that moved up. Oh, I'm going back up. Oh, hi, P for Liz. How are you? She does. She does. And she don't see nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it at all. Right. I don't like that either. I never have. Even when I was younger. Like I've been pretty small my whole life. So I never wore that. I never had my ass cheeks hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't feel, especially because I'm out in public and there was like, I could go to a grocery store where there's like kids and families and stuff. I just didn't feel like it was appropriate. If I'm going, even when I went to the club, I didn't do that. I didn't, like a regular club. Like I didn't wear anything that you could see my cheek. I just didn't do that. Like, I don't know. I mean, I've wore like skin tight dresses and like lots of cleavage and stuff, but I never, it was more tasteful. It wasn't something that was like, it looked like a hooker, it was, there's a way to do it. And Lori don't know how to, she, I don't know. Especially nowadays with the internet, you can look anything up. They got like fashion pages and makeup pages, Lori. Tutorials on how to do your makeup. Wild. Y'all be killing me with these guys. Listen, you don't have to behave over here. Ain't no judgment. You can say whatever you want. It don't even matter. I'm good. I had an off day, but all in all, it was good. I hope your day was good as well. Yes, Kiwi, I agree. I don't think you're a bully. I just think it's the truth, honestly. Like I understand that a lot of people, because even I do that when I'm reading the comments and I want to say something, I do pause and say, okay, I need to either change my wording or come at it differently, and that to be honest with you, that's something I had to work on. It's not something I've always done my whole life, right? And it's funny. It's funny because I had told my sister about my page and I wasn't really thinking about it at first. And I had noticed that a lot of people just started coming in and watching me recently, and they missed a lot of things that I've said, like in my first couple of videos. And if you're new, I was an addict, and I'm sober now, but before I was an addict, I was really different. And I was kind of the same in my addiction too, just more, I isolated myself a lot and kind of stayed to myself. But I was always very loud, very outspoken, and very opinionated. And it used to come off different to some people. Like a lot of people thought I was a bitch and intimidating. Like, really? And I don't know. Some people knew how to take me and some people didn't. that's how my whole family is. My on my mom's side and my dad's side, like you just say what you think. It was never, you never really second, I don't know, you just whatever you were thinking, you just said. And a lot of times, like being in school with other people kind of made me realize that not all families were like that. So sometimes I would, like when I would like bring family over, bring friends over to like my grandma's house, for instance, I would warn them before they stepped in the house, like, listen, my grandma doesn't have a filter. Women still don't to this day. She don't have a filter. Like, don't get offended. She's just, it is what it is. My grandpa is the same way. My dad is the same. They're all the same, right? So when I had told my sister about my page, I wasn't thinking, right? And the first thing she did was start looking at the comment section. And I started, she replied to some of the people, and when she called me, she was like, listen, I was reading these comments, and the comments that I was reading, it was the mean comments, and they weren't even really that mean. But she was like, I was reading these comments, and I'm thinking you're going off on these bitches and on your video. She was like, then I watched it, and I was like, this is what they're upset about? Are you serious? And because she knows me, she thought, like, when she was reading the comments, she was like, oh yeah, she probably did say that, or yeah, she probably was a bitch in that, like. And I wasn't, and she was surprised. She was actually surprised on how nice and kind of held back I was being on like people like Lisa, but I I'm actually surprised my sister wasn't more rude. But she said, she was like, it's your channel. I don't want to, start nothing on your channel. Like, that's your thing. And I understand that you have to do things differently over there and, stuff like that. But I don't know. Not everybody's like that. Like, not everybody just is very blunt. Not everybody is, because people are scared to offend people or hurt people's feelings. But I rather you tell me the truth than have me out here looking stupid, right? I don't know. And it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? Because I can say something to you in two different ways and you can take it two different ways. So you just really got to be careful on how you say it. I missed a lot. Where was the last comment? I don't think you're a bully. You're not. You're not. You're definitely not. And it is the truth. You're right. I don't know. You know how she gets in them shorts with some coconut oil and some Vaseline. She gets herself all juiced up and then slips them bitches on. I mean, I don't have any other explanation for that. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me let me see if that pops up. Hold on. Oh man, y'all always kill me and look. Be careful, Owl. Man, I missed all of these. Dang it. Hold on. No, I don't want to block nobody. Get me out of there. Let me see. It might come out right. Oh, thank you. You're so nice. Let me tell you, I just gotta say, like comments like this, you guys are so supportive. Like, so of course I was expecting there was going to be supportive and then negative people, but I really don't get a lot of negative comments like that. And hey, it can come. I'm not saying it can't, but I'm really like, the support is overwhelming. It's so nice. It really is. And when you I like to obviously give my opinion, you know what I'm saying? But I said last night, like, the reason why I pick certain people like Lori or Lisa or whatever is because I relate to it or have been in the situation or whatever. And that's why I kind of get drawn to the situation and certain people. And if I don't know something, I'm going to let you know. I don't know. This is just my opinion or whatever. And if it's just a, an experience I went through, like I'm not going to talk about something I don't know about and make myself look stupid, right? I'll always do my research or find it out or whatever. And with my stories, like if I have like an example that have happened to me, it's hard to do that because people can come across my channel that know me in real life, and I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, you know what I'm saying? So, but I appreciate that, because I try to hopefully I'm doing this, like have people stop and put themselves in other people's shoes, because it's so easy to judge somebody so quickly. Okay. My cat just spilled my coffee everywhere. 1 second. Oh my gosh. Owl. Owl, you just spilled everything. It's a good thing I grabbed it before it got... That's great. Oh, that's gonna get sticky. I gotta get that part. Don't lick that up. You're gonna get a caffeine high. You'll be running around all everywhere. Okay. Uh-oh. What do you do? Oh, all right. Okay, sorry guys. Coffee everywhere. That's a common thing in my household. Things are always falling over, spilling, breaking. Oh, there's still more right here. I should just grab the whole damn roll. Oh, found some. Okay. Oh, my goodness. As long as it didn't hit any of my devices, I think we should be fine. Oh, at least it smells good. Shoot for the hip. That's a funny comment. I'm not really dry. I just want, what was I saying? I just want people to stop and put themselves in people's positions for 1 second. Like let's really be honest here, right? Because it's so quick to judge somebody. It's so quick to just see something and be like, oh, this bitch, right? But if you really stop and think about it, like I always say, and I've said this in a couple other videos, is that people's morals on this internet are way higher than they are in their real lives. And I can promise you that there's no way. The things that people say on here, or the things that they constantly like, oh, that's like you didn't either have done that, known somebody who's done it, or correct somebody or whatever the case is. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy. Like this whole R word situation, right? Listen, growing up, we used that word regularly. I'm not going to sit here and act like we didn't. We did all the time. Now, when we got older and it started being a slur, all you can do is correct it. You don't want to offend anybody, then you take it out of your vocabulary. Now, when I started getting older, the less I used the word because I was growing up, right? You're an adult, you lose certain words that you don't use anymore. So when it's offensive, that's when you're like, okay, I'm not going to, use the word. The people that slip up and say it, yes, it probably still is in their vocabulary. So for them to be like, oh, I don't say that anymore, then you wouldn't have said it. Now you could say like, I'm trying not to say it. Like, yes, it's very hard because honestly, if you try to take a word that you say in your vocabulary right now, take it out, whether it's, for an example, we'll just use like, what's a word everybody uses all the time? Even hi. Quit saying that for a whole week. You're going to slip up, or hey, or what's up, or dude, bro, like anything that you use, don't say it for a whole week. It's hard. You end up slipping up, right? But you have to at least be working on it. So when you see all these people, especially on TikTok, that slip up and say that word, and then they're like, I never use that word. And then 2 weeks later, they're trying to go at somebody for saying the word that they've already said. It's ridiculous. Just own up to it. Just own up to it. I mean, it was a very common word when we were growing up. It was. You're going to tell me you never ever said it in your entire life? I don't believe you. I don't. The right thing to do is when something becomes a slur like that, take it out, work on it, apologize when you use it, and don't lie about it because that's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, that irritates me when, that's like when people, who was it recently was talking about, was it Lisa? That somebody was saying she was saying the N-word, or her dad was. And she was like, my dad never says that, or I don't ever say that. Like, we've heard you say it. We've heard you. And it wasn't like you were rapping along with the song. You know what I'm saying? Like some things like that could slide. But when you're using it derogatory towards somebody, that's not in my vocabulary ever and never has been. Even when I was younger, you know what I'm saying? I hung out with everybody. Like we're very mixed around here. We have obviously Mexican, Black, white, Arabic, Indian. We have everybody, right? And we were all really close growing up. And of course, they're like, "Oh, you can say that." They used to be like, "You're Blaxican, you can say that," and I still wouldn't, out of respect, right? It's just a respect thing, and if that's not in your vocabulary, it doesn't just slip out. If that's not in your vocabulary, you don't say it when you're mad. If I'm mad, I don't even think of that. I'm thinking of all the bitches, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking of all that. So I can't, people. So it's weird to me that people constantly judge right away. You know what I'm saying? And because you really sit and think, like, I don't know. I just, people's morals are way higher online than they are in their real life. All juiced up. Oh, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Hold on, let me. Oh. I swear I'm going to get the hang of it. I think the juiced up is going to pop up. This should pop up now. Congratulations. Seriously, that is like, that's amazing. I just recently got sober. It's actually going to be a year in April. So what I was going to do is I was going to do my first live stream on my year anniversary, which I stole that from Selfie because she did that. And I was like, that's a great idea. So, but I'm kind of glad I did it this way because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is a nice little practice for me because it would have been a shit show for sure. It is a horrible, dark experience. And it's something I always say, it's something that no matter how much, sorry, I have a cat here or something. I can feel it. I always say it's always something that even if you can take as many classes, you can educate yourself, you can go to school to be a counselor, you can do all the things, but you will never really fully understand until it's something that you've been through. I mean, it's unexplainable. I mean, it's even unexplainable for people who are in addiction. Like they don't even know why they do some of the things they do sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not it's hard to explain, and it's hard to sympathize with somebody who is an addict if you've never been one. You know, like I always like certain people, let things slide a little bit more for people who are getting sober, right? Like if they've done something to you in their addiction and then they end up getting sober, you kind of let some things slide because you know that they would never do that sober, right? And it gets to be a slippery slope with people who've never been in addiction, because I know people that have never used, like maybe they've had drinks and stuff like that, but they've never been addicts, where a person that they grew up with or a family member has done something to them and they cut them off completely, and the person ended up getting sober and they still don't talk to them because of that one thing. And it's I get it, if you've never been there. So I understand that. Let me just catch up on these really quick. No. Look, she was about to, that would have been my fault. That would have been my fault for leaving it there this time. Wait. Yep. I heard about that. She kills off her father again. I heard about that too. Somebody sent her 300. You want to know what? At this point, that's their own fault. First of all, even if you were scrolling, right, and you seen Lisa, we were talking about this last night. Even if you've never been in addiction and you see this lady and she's in her screen crying and wailing and saying all the things, that's normal to you. She looks like a sane person. And then for somebody to send her money, whether it's $20 or $300, take some responsibility for sending a stranger on the internet some money. Like, I don't understand that. So did anybody find out who sent that money to her? Fatty. I love that. Yeah. Oh, you want to know what? I have to check my emails. Somebody had sent me something. I don't want to say who, but somebody had sent me something and said that they had some messages. It was a back and forth between them and Lisa. And I bet you that's what it was. Her sending messages about her dad. But I wanted to vet it first. And I have so much going on with this stuff. And I didn't get around to it, but that's probably what it was. You know what, though? Some words, after you grow up, kind of just lose its touch, right? Because you're right. I used to be the same way. Like, call me whatever you want, but you call me and see you next Tuesday. I'll tell you what. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a problem. And now I just laugh. Okay, Yeah, they do. That is her favorite word. Yeah, yeah. To be honest with you, I still hear people use the R word, and people on YouTube, normal content creators, and they don't apologize for it. They just use it and they keep it moving. To be honest with you, they might not even know it's a slur. The people that I'm talking about, like, I remember, because I'm so used to people like attacking people over it, that when the person that I'm thinking of said it, I was like, And I was like, wait, I was like waiting for a second. And he just kept continuing talking. Nobody in the chat said anything. Nobody said, oh my gosh, why did you say that? No, but there was over about 400 to 500 people in his chat. Not one person said something. Not one person attacked him about it. Not one person, nothing. And it's a different community though. It's not like this kind of community. Is totally different. And he's a pretty big channel. I'm not gonna say who yet. I'm not gonna say who because I don't want to, but it's not about this type of stuff at all though. It's not about any type of Lowe's cows. It's really more true crime kind of. Like he just brings awareness to like bad parents, really, to be honest with you. So I guess a kid's kind of like this, but it's like bad parents from all over the world, like worse parents, like doing all the horrible things from like abuse to, schmurder and all that type of stuff. I know. I think I'm gonna for sure. Hold on. Let me. For some reason, every time I click something, something else pops up. Oh, this is. I want to post this. You want to know what's funny about this comment is what the first time I only went to rehab twice in my life, and the first time I went, I have a video on my channel where I tell my story about addiction, and it's like YouTube friendly, like I said before, and it's quick. It's not very long because it's a video, and it was just basically about how I found Lisa and what I thought about her. And it's my first video on this like topic, and it was about 7 months ago. And when I had went to rehab the first time, it was like the first time ever in life that I ever like felt like learned about addiction physically, like the withdrawals. And when I got out of rehab, I thought I was cured. Like I didn't do anything to follow up on it. I just was like, I'm good, I'm done, right? Anyway, the counselor that I had there at the rehab, she wasn't an addict. She grew up her parents were addicts. And when she told me that, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. It kind of gave me, I don't want to say I didn't trust her. I just felt like she couldn't understand even then. And I was new, right? And I was just like, oh, and I felt like when I was explaining things to her, her answers to me were, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I felt like it was just too easy, right? Her answers were just too easy. Like kind of like what normal people would say, well, like, just get over it. I mean, she didn't say that, but like it was very, I don't know how to explain it. But my counselor this time that I had, she had such more like supporting and motivational things to say. And she was clean for 22 years, I think she said. And when she listened to me, and I was talking about situations, she would ask me questions like you knew she's been there, like, so the counselors do make all the difference. They really do. And the things they say and, their experiences. Oops. Australia, Kiwi, are you from Australia? New Zealand. Oh. You're absolutely right, Sherry. And thank you. I really appreciate that. Well, if you don't know what I'm talking about, here, I'll post it. Okay, how did I miss all this? I talk a lot. I'm sorry. Really? Huh. So you've been watching Lisa for a minute then. Because that was actually, I think that was like before I was watching her when she offed her dad the first time. Dang it, what does that say? No, not everybody should have kids. Isn't it wild that you gotta get a license to drive and you gotta have a license to like motorcycles to drive a big ass truck, which I understand that. But like you have to have these licenses to fly. You have to be a certain age to smoke cigarettes, to drink alcohol. But anybody can have kids. Okay. Yes, you're right. One of my favorite sayings is I think I have it in my bio, and it came from a song, but it says, "You want to walk in my shoes, have the outfit to match." And if you knew me personally, you know why, because I match everything. Wait, yeah, no, I agree. I agree because I do think that some people that end up saying the R word, they'll kind of brush over it, you know what I'm saying, like they'll kind of, and until people kind of get at them. But look, if you're going to be somebody who says it's wrong for one person, then it's wrong for everybody, including yourself. You don't get to say this person said this person said that, and then you slip up and say it. I'm sorry. There's no slipping up and saying that. I don't believe so. That's my opinion. I don't believe so. I don't believe that that's a slip up. I believe that it's in your everyday conversation. Because why did it slip up? Right. And if that's the case, then just own it. Just own it. Yes, I do say it. I do say it. I'm not going to say it on here because I don't want to offend anybody. Right. I mean, as long as you're not offending anybody else, and then whatever anybody wants to think about you, who cares? But you're gonna lie instead. Oh, I never say that word, but you just slipped up and said it though, right? Okay. Ooh. Wait. You've been watching. Hold on, let me put this up real quick. Yeah, you honestly been watching her longer than I have. Who's FR? Series on her old lives. Oh, Frauditor? Is that what you're talking about? No, they do. They do. You know what? I just feel like that people come on here and they see that that other people might have a certain standard, right? So they try to be that standard, but it will always slip if you're not that. It just will. That's why I can never understand when people like make a channel or make a TikTok and they got all kinds of skeletons in there. They always say everyone's got skeletons in their closets. You shouldn't though. You shouldn't. And when I say that, what I mean is like we are adults, okay? And I'm not saying you have to come on here and tell all of your business. That's not what I'm saying. What I mean is that what do you mean secrets? What do you mean? The only people that should be hiding something that personal or whatever are addicts, or if you're a schmurder, or like I said before, you're in this, you were a spy or a secret agent in the CIA. Other than that, why hide something like that? Like why? I don't know. I don't understand it. You should just be yourself. And no, that's not jump on here and tell all of your business. But if something comes up or something is found out about you, then just own it. I don't know why that's so hard for people to do. If you did something and you think people are going to be offended by it, just apologize. We're adults. I have more respect for you if you apologize for it and own it, because then that shows growth, right? That shows that you have changed and you don't do that behavior anymore. And it's really that it's really that simple. I don't know. I don't know. I hear you, BB. Okay, yeah, it is frauditor. That's what it took me a minute. Sometimes that will happen. Just let you know. Actually, you want to know what? Frauditor is one of the first channels I ever started watching, except for Scam Slam. Them two were literally the first channels. And oh wait, no, wait, hold on. Kai's channel came up. That's where I found Lisa from, was from Kai's channel. Then after that was oh, the reason why I knew who Scam Slam was is because she was posting her videos on her channel. And I didn't know that she was a TikToker. And then that's when I found Frauditor. And those were the channels that was the only channels that I was watching. And then eventually Nookie came in, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I have not seen the Mexican homie, and I've been meaning to go look, but I literally just got TikTok. I got TikTok months ago. I've told this probably a million times. I had TikTok a while ago, like when I first found Lisa, about a month, maybe two. I was like, you know what? A lot of stuff is on TikTok about her. I'm gonna get a TikTok, so I got one. I signed in. I followed all of the Lisa like awareness pages and stuff. I didn't like it. I didn't like TikTok, so I only went on there when I was trying to find something about Lisa. Then I stopped. Like I didn't go on there anymore. I had it on my laptop, broke my laptop, couldn't get in it. I didn't care, like it wasn't. But then when I started doing YouTube and stuff, I was kind of needing to go over there to find things out, to vet things, to, just learn more things. So I made a new account. And what made me finally make the account was the songs that, why am I drawing a blank? What is Always Keep Them Guessing had those songs out, and I wanted to find them. So that's what, like, I was like, all right, I gave in, and I kept it because I wanted to vet things and stuff like that over there. So now I do have two accounts, but I don't care for it. I don't like it like that. It's not something I'm really interested in. I prefer YouTube. I do have an Instagram. I don't surprisingly, I don't go on social media like that. I really, really don't. I go on Facebook probably a couple times a year to post like my son's birthday, a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year's, that type of stuff. I go on Instagram once in a blue moon. Other than that, I go on YouTube to like watch everything. And that's really about it. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know where my phone is half of the time. You can ask Leah in the chat. Sometimes I don't have my phone for days. I lost it in the car the other day. Didn't even know. And I'm really bad at it. I'm really bad at texting back, calling back. I'm trying. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, hey, you want to get a hold of me? Show up at my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my family. I'm not saying everybody. I'm saying if you know me personally, just most of my family and my friends have the code to my door. They can come in at any time. So, hi, Kim. How are you? It's good to see you. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love cute animal stuff. I love if you look at my is it my new TikTok? I think it's my new TikTok. I literally followed every single animal page on TikTok. Like I love the animal videos. They're so funny. There was something else I wanted to comment on and I don't remember what it was. Oh, my point was about the whole TikTok thing was I haven't got to watch Mexican Homie. I want to though. Damn, what was it that I wanted to? Oh, this was it right here about Lisa. You know what I think that Lisa has obviously she's been in an addiction for a while, but I think that Lisa has always been spoiled. I think she's always had everything handed to her. I think she's always had somebody helping her, whether it's her parents, a boyfriend, a friend, or whatever. I think this has always been somebody has always been holding her hand through life. And now that she is in addiction, she took that with her. And, I always see a lot of people say, this is just how she is. She's a shitty person. And for a long time, I didn't think that. For a long time, I was like, no, this is just the addiction. She's not like that. Like, I know shitty people that were shitty in their addiction and they're amazing now. When I heard the stories that her kids were saying, when they said that she would sleep all day, eat Reese cups, and really wasn't a mom. And I don't know, she could have been in addiction then too, but I I really started to think, I mean, of course, and on top of her attitude now, just everyday general shit, I think this is just her. Now I do think that it is more heightened. I think that it's more of an extreme, but I think Lisa is very entitled and she's going to stay entitled in and out of her addiction. I think that her family does not help her whatsoever. I don't think they're a good. I think that as she gets sober, she needs to leave. She needs to go somewhere where she's not going to be around people that enable her in this behavior, period. There's no way Lisa is going to be able to go to rehab and then come back to her parents' house. I mean, I know the whole situation with them moving and stuff, but in general, she can't be around them. She won't stay sober. They're not. I don't know what's wrong with her parents. I don't know why they don't get it. But she's going to need a whole different support system. Now, I think that both of her sisters could be a support system if she actually got sober, right? I mean, say what you want about either one of them. I don't think that they would jeopardize their sister's sobriety. I think that they would help in whatever way they can and however that looks, right? But I think that I mean, I don't think what did her sister, I think her sister said she worked a job once. Isn't that what she said? Oh, I went way up. Oh crap. I love Lady Red. I love Lady Red. I like Ghost too. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm caught up. You know why? I think that I think that Lisa's looks targeted certain people. And honestly, it is hard to say how do you not know, but I think they do. I think that a lot of people that enable Lisa, I think they know exactly what she's doing. I think they even if they don't directly know, like she didn't tell them, I think they have an idea and they still do it. However, I do think there are people that are older, maybe just new to TikTok, don't understand addiction. I think there are a couple people mixed in there as well. But for the most part, think of the people that have come out, like the mods. they come out with their whole fucking chest, coming out talking about all kinds of, oh, this, they knew what it was for. They were sending money to the DD. I mean, so I just don't think they care. Why they don't care, I don't know. Some of them some of them have admitted they've never been in addiction. Maybe they knew somebody in it, but they've never been in it themselves. And I think that they don't realize how serious the situation actually is, even though looking at her, you can tell. But some people ain't as bright as we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people you can't give a lot of credit to because they just don't, common sense is not so common, sadly. And that's not being mean, that is just the truth. And some of these people, some of these mods that came out who made an absolute fucking fool of themselves is embarrassing. Just like that one lady, Abby, is that her name? Yeah, I did a video on her. She was the last video that I did that I was on camera. And she's ridiculous. And the fact that she got on here and I'm doing, so what if I'm doing this for clout? Bitch, you look dumb. You look dumb. I'm sorry. I had secondhand embarrassment. You look dumb. You can't say nothing to nobody. You can't, because you're embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she was a lot. I couldn't even believe the things that she was saying. I was shocked watching the first live that she did. I was just like, what, bitch? You're embarrassing. Like, who is your family? I wouldn't want to know you. I wouldn't want to be friends with you. Like, and I could, it's goofy bitches. Mm-hmm. I know. I know. And I think they think they're helping. You know what I'm saying? I think they're trying to be nice, but they just need to stop. No, no. Um, so listen. I don't know if you've ever been in addiction. I don't know. Or if you've known somebody who's been in addiction. But I understand the concept when somebody says hit rock bottom. I understand why it's like a phrase or why it's said. But for addicts, everyone has a different rock bottom. And when we get there, we make ourselves comfortable. We live in rock bottom and we stay there and put a bubble over us, and we just get comfortable. We settle in, right? There comes a point where that rock bottom becomes the basement, and then it becomes underneath the basement, and then it becomes the crawl space, and we will make ourselves comfortable at every layer. Every addict has been in rock bottom, several rock bottoms at different times, bunch of rock bottoms basically. And for some people it's losing their kids, for some people it's losing everything, for some people it's being homeless, but for other people it's literally not only losing everything, but living on the streets, not having a dollar or a person. And for Lisa, she has not lost everything. I know she likes to think so, but she has not. She still has her parents. She still has a home as of right now. She still gets money off of TikTok. Take that all away, then see where she's at. If she had no money, and let me get this, let me tell you, even if TikTok went away today, she would go on every single, platform until she couldn't go on any anymore. She would have to have the phone taken away from her. But even if social media is gone, addicts are resourceful. We get smart and figure out a way. But she hasn't had everything taken away yet. So I don't think she's comfortable in her rock bottom, but there's levels to that shit. And she hasn't got to the last level yet. So Yeah, that I was actually really shocked when I heard. I wasn't shocked so much about on Lisa, but I was more shocked that the mom, Lisa's mom, because we don't know anything about her, and really we shouldn't. She's not on this app. But I was surprised to hear, Lisa even bring her parents up and have her mom like in that conversation where she was like, "Oh, you can get it from Mama or whatever they called her," and it's like, what? But that just goes to show you that I don't know if they're all addicts in some way, short, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying? Like her, I don't know, but it would make sense. Yeah. And this is what she needs. Sadly, I think that it didn't come up. Sadly, I think that her parents and I don't know if it's I think it's her mom and her dad, but I think that they're gonna tell Lisa that she can't come, and even if the people that they rent from, even if they're like, "Nah, you can only have whatever," they're most likely gonna let her stay, or at least let her sleep there, right? Or at least have her come there a couple days out of there. I don't think they're gonna completely have her not go anywhere. I don't think they're gonna let that happen. Yeah, actually, when I first started watching, which was, I'm trying to think of what was going on around that time. I started watching, I mean, literally the week before they took Jace, I want to say. Or maybe they already took him. I can't remember. But I want to say he was there. They either just took him or it was like the week that they took him. And her sisters weren't around. They weren't around. I didn't know anything about them. I didn't even know they were like out talking on like pages or anything like that. It wasn't until a little bit after that Jess actually came out. I did hear about Ronnie from Jess when she was like explaining stuff, and she was explaining that Ronnie needed to step away, which I totally understand. Um, After that, it was a while because then Jess stopped, and then Ronnie came out when Nicole came out. Uh, Understand why people would attack her sisters. That's wild. That's crazy. And when I would see things like that, when I would see the comments to her sisters and all of that, I was shocked. I really was. You're gonna blame her sisters for her addiction? That's crazy. That's crazy. She's a grown adult. She's choosing to stay in her addiction. She can get sober at any time. I thought that was crazy. People are, you know, yeah, I don't. Yeah, and that's the thing too is that they will help her with stuff like that, right? Like her mom will help her with the Apple Pay. Who said that? Sherry? Where'd that go? Yes, that is true. Oh crap, where'd that go? Uh, oh, okay, okay. Those that are in rehab. I don't understand that. I don't think if they're helping Lisa, I don't think they're sober or they've never been in addiction. I don't believe them. Yeah, I don't it's a charge that you get. It's like it So when you have like a RICO case, it's not everybody gets a RICO case. Like a RICO case was actually made for the mafia because they had the whole like ring going on. You know what I'm saying? It's not a common thing you're charged with. So yeah, was it Abby? Was that who it was? Because I don't think either one of them have ever been addicts. Maybe they have. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm not sure, but I honestly I don't see how anybody who is in sobriety would send Lisa money. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make no. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. That's just me. That's my opinion. If you come on here and you're talking about, oh, I've been sober for this long, but you sent money to Lisa's dealer or let her use your payment apps, I would never. I would never. To be honest with you, are you ruining my oh, you're new around here. You're new around here. You can't do that. I'm sorry. You're gonna ruin it. But I just don't think that if you think about it, even people in addiction, I don't think would help. Because really, if they would help, they probably just steal the money. You know what I'm saying? Like they would see how much money Lisa was racking in, and they'd be like, "Oh hell no!" They're either getting a cut or they're gonna take it, right? I mean, I don't know. Sir, there's a scratching post in the next room. There's two of them. But oh my gosh, this light! I turned into a ghost. Let me see if I can. Things are about to get weird. That didn't get too weird. I thought it was gonna get even more weird. Is that better? I don't know how to work this light. I literally just plugged it in. I didn't. I mean, it's a light. Do you really need directions for a light? I don't know. Actually, where'd that? People are terrible. I don't understand that. Why are you calling our sister's work? What? Like, what goes through people's minds? Honestly, like, what? How are you on here? How are you on here watching someone like Lisa, and then you keep scrolling, and let's say you see her sister in a box, and what? Why is it your brain goes to, I'm gonna call her work? Uh, why? That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Why are you gonna ruin or try to get involved or in the way of her sister's job? Like you really care. Because if you really cared, you would just leave her sisters alone. I mean, if the person you're mad at is Lisa, then keep your focus on Lisa. Like, I don't think anybody should be harassing anybody in real life. You shouldn't do that. And you're going to go after the person who is not on this app scamming, not on here, you know what I'm saying, being horrible to people. It doesn't make any sense. To me, them type of people are just, they got to be bored, miserable, don't have friends, family. I don't know, because it doesn't make sense. Oh, yeah, I know, I know. I don't. I think that if Lisa ends up going to rehab ever, if she ever decides, if she ever takes that leap, she's going to need to go into a sober living. I know a lot of us have said that before, but I think that she's going to have to go into a sober living, and I think that it should be far away. I think it should not be in her neighborhood. I don't think it should be anywhere around where she has used. Honestly, I thought it was a great idea for her to go out of state. She doesn't need to be in the same state to get sober. She don't have nothing. She doesn't have home bills or any type of responsibility. And if you wanted to speak to your kids, you got the phone to do that. I mean, you don't see them now, so it shouldn't matter. You can just pick up the phone. We can see and see each other when we talk now. So it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, but she has every excuse not to go. That's the problem. Like, the people around her, her own mindset, her own entitlement. She's just, it's not good. It's just not. Is she really? I haven't seen her. You know, I thought that picture, she had a picture up just, I mean, it was kind of recently of her, I thought it was her mom and dad, but I could have been wrong. But I seen the picture in the background that I thought was her mom and dad. But I know it was her dad. Wasn't it her dad? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. But first of all, Lisa had weight on her like last year. She was thick. The only reason why she's small now is because she's on drugs. That's it. I guarantee you, if she got off that shit, she'd blow up. I'm telling you, I know she would. She does need to leave the state and start over. She absolutely does. And so methadone, it's funny because I said this before. I have a video on my channel where I go over the Suboxones, the methadones, and the Subutex, and all the things that help you get sober and stay sober. And one of the things I was talking about was methadone, and it makes you gain weight, right? And somebody had said, no, it doesn't. It didn't make me gain weight. I wish people would listen, because I said everybody is different. Everybody's metabolism is different. And I was personally gaining weight, a lot of weight. And I have been pretty small my whole life. So when you start gaining weight like that, you notice it. And I remember asking the doctor, but I was also craving treats. I was craving all kinds of chocolate and sugar and everything. And he told me that was a side effect, is you gain weight. Now they say that you gain, what they say, 10 pounds every, what was it? 10 pounds every like 3 months or something. I can't exactly remember. Don't quote me on that. I was getting 10 pounds every week. Like, I blew up. And it's now, if you are like a bigger lady, you won't notice it as much. And it's not, you won't gain, either you won't notice it, or you're not going to gain as much as someone who is smaller. But a lot of times that's good for people who are in addiction, because they're so tiny, like Lisa, that if she gains some weight, it would just look healthy. You know, mine didn't look healthy. I was fluffy, but I didn't really care. You know, I've been with the same person for 11 years. Like, it didn't really matter to me, and it didn't matter to him. So, but once I stopped taking it, once I got off it, I lost that weight. It just shed right off. So, oh wait, are you talking about, hold on. Let me put that up. Let me read this comment too. Yeah, it will. And you want to know what? So that was the second video I ever had. And what I noticed is that a lot of people haven't seen those videos. A lot of people didn't even know what I looked like. And I was like, I have 3 videos of me on screen. But when I go back and look at those videos, they don't have a lot of views, but it's because they're my first. I didn't have, when you first start, you don't have a lot of people watching you. So a lot of people have not seen those videos. And what I did was, and I said, I'm not a professional. I'm only going off of what I've learned through my years of addiction. I'm only going off of what I researched myself through the years of addiction. You know what I'm saying? And being on Suboxone, being on methadone, being on Subutex, like I've taken all of those things and I've dealt with all of them. And I've had doctors that I've talked to, and I made it clear when I didn't know something, and a lot of people have not seen those, but I thought it was important because when I would watch a lot of people talk about Lisa, or people in the comment sections that would have questions about these things, I thought that it would be a good idea to kind of have a video where people can go and learn about things. And even if they needed to learn more, Google, right? But you should never just do a quick Google search when you're doing those things. You need to read. You need to go in there and read the comments and talk to people, because certain medications affect people differently on their body, on their, their mental, everything. But I just wanted to give the gist of it, of what Suboxone does. Now, the newest thing that I learned about when I made this video was the Subuline and the Broxidie, because I learned about that in rehab the last time I went. That was the first time I don't want to say the first time I heard about it. It was the first time I learned about it, like actually learned about it. I got a little pamphlet and things like that. So that was actually the one thing I had to look up and learn a little bit more before I put it in my video. But I just thought it was important that people should know about those things. And even people who are not addicts, people who are dealing with people in addiction, they should know about those things and know how to deal with an addict and not feel bad when they have to like walk away or put up boundaries or anything like that. And I know that a lot of times some people don't want to talk about somebody like their daughter, boyfriend, or friend that is in addiction because they're either embarrassed or they don't even know who to run to. And a lot of times people end up beating up on themselves and getting depressed and depressing themselves because they don't know what to do. And to be honest with you, the right thing to do is take care of yourself, and you have to set boundaries. If you cannot completely cut that person off, you need to set boundaries, and they need to be healthy, and you need to stand by them. And that's for you. You can't, when somebody chooses to stay in their addiction, that's on them, nobody else. Doesn't matter how close you are to them, doesn't matter. And I know it's a lot harder for parents, but you cannot beat yourself down into the ground because somebody else is being selfish in their addiction. It's not fair. But yeah, the whole Ronnie situation, what does everybody think about that? Sherry, what do you know about it? I haven't talked about it. I didn't review it. I didn't go over it because I thought it was just, I thought it was kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you. Oh, wait. I started reading. I started reading one comment and then it switched to the other one. I got confused. Hold on. I love this comment. I'll take fat and clean. I love that. That was hilarious. Yeah. And that's the thing. How I look at it as, hold on, I'll post this. How I look at these medications, right? And listen, this is just kind of like a baseline, like how I look at it. Okay. It doesn't mean this is how it is that just like you have certain medications to stabilize your anxiety, to stabilize mental disorders, to kind of, you have those type of drugs to live normally, right? People who are mentally disabled, whether it's like schizophrenia or schizodefective, they have to take a cocktail of drugs to live a normal life, right? They have to do those things to be in society. That's how I feel about, that's how I look at other medications that help us stay sober. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are just the things that we need to sustain our sobriety. Some people, they have cravings and they can't control it. The best thing you could do is get on Suboxone or a methadone. And as long as you're actually living in sobriety, that's what matters. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they get on methadone and Suboxone and they're on it for a couple of years and they start dosing down when they feel comfortable enough. That's what it's there for. You know what I'm saying? Now, it wasn't supposed to be a long-term thing, but some people need it. Some people don't trust themselves enough to be off of it, and that is okay. If that is what's keeping you sober and keeping you in your kids' life, keeping you working and keeping you in your family's life, that is okay. Nobody should have to apologize for that. Really, kitten? You're feisty. Okay, let's see. Oh, thank you. I know. She's been on methadone for a really long time. And that's the thing, is that I don't think, let me make sure this is the end. I don't understand how Lisa gets the methadone while all the other stuff is in her system. Okay. I'll actually explain that, and I'll explain this too. So, what's wrong? What's wrong? Are we just bitching? Okay. So first of all, the methadone is the only thing the methadone is doing right now is keeping her from not being sick off of opiates. That's it. She's still in addiction. To be honest, what are you even at the methadone clinic? The methadone clinic isn't just, hey, I'm going to take this methadone and be good. It's supposed to be an outpatient program. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be going to groups, going to your counseling, living in sobriety. She's not doing that. She's only going to the methadone clinic to be good. That's it. And it sucks because you're good for this addiction, but you have this addiction as well. You're fucked all around. Like, you need, and the thing is if she goes to rehab, she should probably get off of everything. What she should do is be in that bitch for about a year. Because if she went to rehab, she could go get off the crack, get that stabilized, stay in the rehab, and then start dosing down off her methadone. That would be the best thing for her. Now, she might not trust herself off of the methadone, but she would need to not go back around her neighborhood. As far as the methadone and all the other things in her system, there are ways around it. But as for Lisa, what sucks is that it really depends on the methadone clinic, because there's a methadone clinic like a little bit further from me. It's about 15 minutes away from me, maybe. And it's, people go there just so that way they're not sick when they can't find money. They're not strict at all. They can get away with anything. My clinic that I used to go to, they were strict. They didn't fuck around. And I was getting around. I was still using when I was on methadone. And, I would have like stints of sobriety on methadone. And then I would relapse. And then, I kind of did that for a while. And they drop you once a week. And when I would drop, like on a Monday, I knew I had all week to do whatever the fuck I wanted. And then when the weekend would come up, I would, drink a shit ton of water. That way, when I dropped again, I was good. She could be doing that. Or if you do drop dirty, they warn you. Hey, what's going on? Why you got this in your system? You give them some bullshit story and they're like, all right, this is your warning. And they'll warn you like twice, maybe even 3 times. Now, if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, they might warn you a bunch of times. If you're going to the groups, going through your counseling and looking like you're trying, they will continue to let you kind of slide because they get it. You're addicts. But as for her, I just think that she might just have a shitty fucking clinic. You know what I'm saying? She might just have a clinic that's just like, whatever, we don't give a fuck because they're getting paid for it. And that's sad, but it happens. Maybe that's why she chose that clinic, because she was at a different clinic and they knocked her ass out. They did a 7-day rapid detox on her ass and she had to leave. At least I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Because I know when I first started watching her and she started losing all that weight, I was like, she's not going to the methadone clinic. Why is she losing all that weight like that? And then sure as shit, she was saying how she was going to a new clinic. And I was like, bitch, you ain't been in a clinic. She didn't admit that, but that's what I assumed. Yeah, she tried to say she wasn't. She tried to say she wasn't taking her K pens. I don't believe that. And listen to me. If this is something you need and it is regulated and you are taking them properly, it's not a problem. Now, obviously, you can get addicted to them. My only advice is to just make sure you're sticking to your schedule. And if you feel like that you are screwing up or maybe taking 1 or 2 extra sometimes, let your doctor know. Find somebody that will hold you accountable and find somebody that will call you out on it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you can really do. But sadly, some people have to be on certain pills like pain medications for the rest of their lives for certain things like that. And it sucks, but as long as you're not letting it affect you in your daily life where you're like losing your job, not taking care of your kids, you know what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff, you're using it how you're supposed to be using it and doing it right. That's a whole different separate thing than addiction, you know? Not saying that you can't get addicted, but it is scary. It's terrifying. Yeah. And that's probably exactly what it is. They do still get paid. Yeah, they do. Cause and what's crazy is that they're government funded. So they have like what is it? Like a list of like rules they're supposed to go by. And as long as they check those, they're pretty much fine. But then again, every state is also different. At least I think they are. I don't think all of the states have the same like guidelines, maybe, or maybe they do. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure because I obviously don't run a clinic. No, she's not clean. I don't know why she even says that. My sobriety. It's not good for my sobriety. What's sobriety? Get, who I don't understand why these people think they fool people. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand why they're right. We're adults. Like Lisa, you haven't even done adult shit your whole life, but you guys, it must be pretty bad to think that you're that smart. You know what I'm saying? You think you're that smart, or you're fooling all of the internet, people who are way more educated than you. I'm not that educated, and I can look at you and tell you're not sober. I can look at you and tell you're lying. Because even when you lie, your shit don't add up. Like it don't make sense. You contradict yourself. You always end up telling on yourself. Like, I don't know. And the people that do fall for it, I feel bad for them too. What are you doing? And that, you know what? You know what then? Then Lisa helped you out, surprisingly. And that's the thing, is that I do think that, like, for people that end up like sharing Lisa's lives and going over her, I if anything, I hope that people can learn from Lisa and her experience. I hope people can see that. And even people in addiction, I hope that they can watch her and see how foolish she'll look, see how addiction works, see just whatever you can get out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, her situation is so sad and so fucked up that there's gotta, if something good, if anything good can come out of it, it's something like this, where you're so hyper aware of addiction. You're so hyper aware of the realization that something like a prescription prescribed by a doctor can completely change your life, can completely shift your whole world into something you never thought it could be. So, you know what? Sherry, I asked you a question. I don't even know if you ever even answered me. So I got caught herself on the back. So, are you talking about what happened with English and Lily? Is that what you're talking about? Or are you saying recently, like a new thing happened? Let me know, because I'm just wondering about that. Yeah, I don't. The one thing I don't understand about Lisa is when she's on there and she's screaming and she's like, I'm gonna dox everybody, and you got 10 minutes, you got 5 minutes, bitch, do it. Bitch, do it. Oh, what do you think that threatening is doing? You're gonna do what? Jump on here and scream in an hour? That's what you're gonna do? What? Okay. Did you hear that? She was like, yeah. Yeah, me too. Me too. Me too. So I went to a doctor, and I broke my leg when I was like 10, right? It healed wrong. They had to re-break it, and it's fucked up. I was the job that I did was really hard on my body in general. And I went there to get prescribed something, and he actually prescribed, it was actually really, at that time it was really easy, right? Well, when I found this doctor, um who was it? Hold on. It was my boyfriend at the time. He went to that doctor and he sent me to that doctor. And so we went there, and he easily gave me V's, right? And after that, they used to make me sick. Like, I would get nauseous. And I told him, I'm like, these make me nauseous. I can't take these. And he ended up giving me the OCs, the 30 milligram OCs. And I had those. Well, what we ended up doing is we sent people to this doctor because it was so easy to get. We had 5 people in that doctor. And what we did was, if we knew they were going to get them. So what we did was, they had to pay us for the doctor's name. And then once they got the script, they had to split that script with us. And that's what they did. Well, we had the plug. So what ended up happening was they came to us, and we would, sell them. And that person used to take them down south, because they used to be a lot down south. I think there's still a lot. I'm not sure, but they used to be a lot down south. Like, we used to get them for like $10-15. They were like $80 for one in wherever he was going. Or what was the other? It was $75 to $80. Crazy. Anyway, that's how we were making our money. We had a ton of money. We were good. And so every single month it was 5 scripts. Really, it was because 5 scripts because of them, but then our 2 scripts. And we were using off of our 2 scripts and selling the rest of them. So that way we were, everything was paid for and everything like that. But that was the beginning of my addiction. And I didn't realize addiction. I didn't realize how horrible and crazy it could be. And because we had money, I was never sick. We were living, I was a functioning addict, as they say. But obviously it never turns out good. So No, she doesn't want to get off methadone because she doesn't want to be sober, period. I wanted to see if you answered my question. Supposedly Ronnie got caught herself on the back end saying she needs money for this and that to do. A lot of people, Bestie and Lisa, don't need money. Did you answer my question, Sherry? When I go past... Oh, I agree. I know, because when I was seeing my doctor, we were there for a while. And I went in to go pick up my script, and she handed me 2 scripts. She said, here's your script for this month, and here's your script for next month. She said the doctor cut his, and all she didn't give me no explanation. She was just like, the doctor has, how did she explain it? Had to cut like some people off or had to shorten his, I'm not even sure. Anyway, and then we ended up finding out that they found out that he was just filling prescriptions to anybody, and he had gotten audited, I think it was. Is that the right word? So yeah, I think he ended up getting his license taken away. We had to find another doctor though, and we ended up finding one. Yeah, now it's super hard. Now it's super hard to get them. So if you're talking about when Ronnie had gotten that money from English and Lily, let me tell you how I feel about the situation, okay? And you can disagree. Please do if you disagree. When I read the text messages between I think it was English and Ronnie and English and Lily, let me tell you something. There is a big difference to what Lisa is doing than what Ronnie did. Now, should Ronnie have taken that money? I don't think so. I don't think she should have took any money, especially because of who her sister is. It's just a bad look in general. When you actually need help, that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's different, but there are resources to help you. I don't think that you should, even if you make friends on the internet, just don't do it. You know, these women did not know her like that. They knew her for like a couple of months. They felt bad. This is literally, I'm not joking. They said Ronnie had a sad story and I felt bad for her. That's why I helped. That's what they said. So someone tells you a sad story. So I could call you right now and tell you I'm homeless and that I have 3 kids and that I'm living in my car. It's not the truth, but it's a sad story, right? Ronnie never asked for that money. Was she dry begging? She was saying some things, but it wasn't extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, but they offered that money to her. And the thing that I think she did wrong out of everything is that she did say that her heat was out and she needed like a propane tank. And I don't know who bought it first. I don't know if it was Lily who bought it first and sent her the money to it, and then English sent her the money to it as well. Now, what she should have did was say, "Hey, someone already sent me the money for it. I don't need it anymore." I guarantee you, even if Ronnie would have said that, that woman would have sent it to her. Because it seems like she was willing to just give her all kinds of money. And it seems like she had money to blow like that. The way those text messages was that they were willing to help her and they offered it. She didn't ask. And let me tell you something. Even if somebody is dry begging, you don't have to give them money and you don't even have to offer. But they did. This is the thing, you guys. you have to take accountability for your actions as well, even when you get scammed. I mean, there comes a point, like, sure, there are situations where people get blindly scammed and it's sad. But when you, even though, like, even the people that are like old people who get scammed from these people that live in different countries, it's a sad story. And you feel bad because a lot of times it's people like draining their bank accounts, but they also have to take some responsibility that you don't know these people. You don't know them, you've never met them, and the stories they tell you are too outrageous. And once you see a pattern that they keep coming back and saying this happened and this happened, it's always something crazy. My dog's dreaming. You have to be aware of that. And I just think she shouldn't have took the money. She should have been honest about it. She should have been honest when somebody gave her the money. I think they would have offered it anyway. She did. She took it. But English tried to take her to court. You know what I'm saying? She tried to press charges on her. However, those text messages, I'm sorry, those are not going to be evidence. It's just not, because she offered it. Ronnie didn't ask. And if Ronnie has a receipt to that propane tank, whether it came from English or came from Lily, if she has that receipt and says, look, I did buy a propane tank on this date, she don't have a case. So I don't know. I thought that situation was a little blown out of proportion for them to be jumping panel to panel to panel, talking about, oh, she scammed me and she did this. Quit sending money to strangers on the internet. I mean, now, everything else that was going on with her and her boyfriend and all of that other stuff, none of that stuff should have came out by those women or Nicole. None of that should have went out. That's none of our business. Now, if you're talking about, you giving money and whatever, and you're on this app and you want to share your side of the story, that is different. Should Ronnie have went off and told people's business about those women who sent her money? No, she should not have. They helped her and gave her money. She should have said thank you and been respectful and then cut it off. Who cares what them women are saying about you? Does it make you look bad? Sure, it does. But have some self-respect and you have to, they helped you at one point, whether you like them or not. They gave you money and they helped you. So you shouldn't have said anything about them. It's kind of like the high school thing. Like, you said something about me, so I'm going to say something about you. You made me look bad, so now I'm going to make you look bad. That's not the way to do it. Honestly, you should have just bowed out graciously. But I haven't seen anything about Ronnie going around, saying anything about these women. She stepped away from it, and that was the right thing to do, honestly. And that's my opinion about it. I don't know, unless y'all see something different. Stop. Wait, where'd that go? Oh, that's not the one. Wait, is that the one? Yeah. And you should. They're on the internet. They put themselves out here, right? So you're right. You're right. Wait, who? Wait, who are you? Hold on. I'm missing something. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm caught up. I just don't know. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. And you are right. Yeah, she went and she pressed charges on Ronnie. I'm not really sure what's going on about it right now. Oh, what was it? I'm not sure. And I'm not sure if I should say. I can't even remember anyway, so it doesn't matter. But I just think that it is sad because there are people, especially the ones who are like lonely elderly people who are just are lonely and they were looking for a friend, looking for a soulmate or whatever, and people take advantage of that, and that's fucking sad and it's disgusting. But I and you want to know what? And I feel like I always think to myself, like, where are these people's families? If my grandma is sitting in a house right now and she's sending money overseas to somebody who's telling her that he's going to come here and marry her, I would take her phone. I would take it right from her. Cut that shit right off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, but there's also people that don't have family like that, or maybe they're estranged from their family, or something, and it's sad. But I mean, a lot of times older people are way more wise, but love can make you do crazy things sometimes. So, and it is messed up, but sometimes I feel like people come on here and look for a problem, put themselves in those type of situations. I'm not saying that's what English or Lily did. I'm just saying, like, they seek it, kind of like some of Lisa's mods. I feel like they seek it. Like, what was the point of you messaging Lisa? What was the point of you, getting in contact with her and doing all of these things and then just jumping off and being like, look what she did. Look who she's scamming. Like, we don't know. They all end up telling the same exact story over and over again that we already know. So it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not saying anything new. And the last time when the last mod came out and she was saying some shit that was like, you don't even need to be saying that. Why are you? For attention? Because that's the only reason why I could think you're saying it. And I don't know. That's not a good look. Why would you want to be known as Lisa's mod? And then you come on here like you're doing us a favor. That's crazy to me. I don't know. And you know what? The thing is that think about, if you want to be generous, think about shelters in your area. Think, why does it have to be somebody online that everybody is talking about? Why does it even have to be known online, period? If you have money to just throw around, go donate it somewhere in your community, or to the people in the hurricanes or the fires. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm reading the wrong thing. That is clout. Yeah. I wonder if I could still, let me see. Let me know if I freeze, because I know it's froze a couple times because I can tell. Is this on a tilt? I think it is on a tilt. I think it's sitting on the cord. Oh, okay. I keep feeling like this ring light is, I'm gonna keep changing is that better? That looks like it did last night though. It's red. I don't know. I'm gonna have to play with it a little bit. I kind of just threw it up. I didn't really know what I was doing. Why would you want green? Purple. Oh. 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 It's a late show. Maybe that won't mess up every time I move. I don't know, maybe. Let me see. I agree. Hold on, let me. Good for you. Look at you out here doing the Lord's work. Oh, I hit it. Why'd I hide it? I didn't mean to hide it. Oh, I see. No, I'm an asshole. Forget I said that. It meant hide it off the screen. Yes, I agree. Especially lately. I think that she. I don't know. I get a weird vibe from her. I don't know what it is. Attention, maybe attention seeking, maybe loneliness. Maybe she's just lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I see her on panels and how she interacts and things she says and things like that, I think maybe she's looking for a friend and she's just looking for somewhere where she can belong. And I think, and sometimes that can come off a little weird. So because some of the things, oh, there it goes. Did it change colors for you guys, or am I crazy? No, I think that did just change color. I don't think it was that color. No, it is changing colors. Okay. Why'd that take so long to change the color, though? Wait, what color was it before? See? It's yellow, but it's actually red. And now it looks yellow, and now it's green. It's blue. And it looks purple. That's wild. All right, maybe that would make it stop looking weird. I know, it was weird. But I do keep getting close to the light, and now I look like a ghost. Oh, every time I try to move this, it doesn't let me move it. Okay, let me know if it ends up freezing, because like I said, I know it has been kind of skipping a little bit, so I'm probably not going to use the streaming service next time. I probably will end up sticking to StreamYards. I'm trying to find something better. I just don't know what, because what's going to end up happening is when I find something that I really like, I'm just going to get a subscription for it so I can get all the cool features and stuff. But I want to find one that is good for, streaming. But the last one that I used seemed to work really good. I didn't have no problems with it at all. I don't know why I do that. I'll find something and yet I still want to continue to, I don't know, fucking weird. Let me know if this skips. Has it been good? I am glad. For me, every time I look at the thing, it skips. Like a quick freeze, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's weird. But let me know if it freezes right now, because I'm gonna hit something. Anything? Because then after I do that, I'm gonna wait. Let me see what's on the screen before I pull it up. Pull up something I don't want to show. I don't think I have barely anything up like that though. Oh, I think it might just be. What is that? Maybe that's what I didn't even know that was up there. There was like a game running in the background. Huh, no shit. Uh-oh. Okay, let me know if it's freezing right now. Uh-oh, what is she doing? Let's see. All right. Was it skipping? I was doing something on the other. Oh, it has been fine? Then why does mine skip like that then? Huh. All right, let me go over here real quick. I already looked at, okay. What's this? No, it's a little faster now. No, it's loading slow. See, that's what I don't. It seems like it doesn't makes things load slow. When was this? Okay. All right, let me get out of this real quick. Yes. Yes. And that's not what she's under. You know what? I don't even want to say she's not understanding it because I think she understands it very well. I think Lisa is very aware of what she does. She just doesn't care. And even though to be honest with you, I think she knows that a lot of us don't believe her shit because she's been told many times. I just think that she just doesn't care. And whoever she can fool is what she's focusing on. You know what I'm saying? The one, two, or three persons that will catch her on the right day. That's who she's more focused on. And it's crazy because come on, we've seen all the text messages of how she treats people. We see her online. It's just how she was saying, like, I don't just go off on people that say no to me. Bitch, we seen the text messages. What are you like? What? We seen people say, look, I don't have it. And you want them to literally like pull it out of their ass. If they don't have it, they don't have it. It is physically impossible to give somebody money every single day. People don't even do that for their kids. And you want them to drop $20 on you every single day. Even $5 is too much for a grown ass adult who is capable of going to work. Now, you might not be in the right state to go to work, but that is something that you need to work on. There are addicts that go to work every single day. They get it. They don't want to be sick. And when you're an addict, you don't have anybody to depend on but yours. I mean, when you're an adult, you shouldn't depend on anybody else. But when you're an addict and people know that, you can't depend on anybody. You have to make sure that you always are good. And a lot of addicts know that, so they go to work. Even if they're shitty at their job, they'll still go to work. They'll do something, side jobs, rake fucking leaves, or, like shovel snow, whatever you have to do. Take bottles back, stand at the corner on the expressway, like, yeah, I did too. Yeah, because she'll say, I don't have any mods in here, but then she'll talk to a mod. It's funny. Yeah. And okay. Yeah. 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 My husband did that. He did the same thing. And you want to know what? Even when my husband was in addiction, he constantly worked. Constantly. He'd get off work and he would go to a side job because that's where he would get his cash. So he had his day job where he would get paid at the end of the week, and then after work he would have like a side job, and then I would work. You know what I'm saying? Like we, because when I had met, I met him when I was super young. He's a lot older than I am, and when I met him, I was young, and he he didn't even know he met me because I was friends with his brother, who was like a year or two older than me, and I was friends with his brother, and we used to hang out all the time. It was a group of us, and he used to live with his brother, and I used to go over there, and we used to like party and stuff. And I told him, I'm like, I had mentioned something one time, and this was like years into our relationship. I was like, remember when you used to live in that apartment and, yada, yada, yada happened? And he was like, how did you know I lived there? How did you know about his ex? And I was like, because I've been to your apartment a million times. And he's like, when? Had no idea. So I explained to him, I was like, remember, me and my cousin would come to your house and da 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 da. And he was like, and I was loud. So he was like, you were the loud one. And I'm like, yeah. And I was like, how did you not know that was me? He was like, because you were a child. I wasn't looking at you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't, you weren't. And because I was like, how old was I? I was 16, I think. Yeah, I think I was 16 at the time. So he wasn't paying no attention to me. And we didn't actually like start hanging out and like talking like that until I was like 25. I think 25, 23, 24. I don't know, like around that time, like in my like mid 20s. And but he always, even like he's sober, like he was sober when we got together. And he's just always a workaholic. Now he's even more of a workaholic, you know what I'm saying, and has been for a while. But he always has, he's always worked, always took care of his own addiction. And when I was in addiction and he was not, he took care of my addiction, you know what I'm saying. And but I went to work. I had two jobs. I had two jobs, and at different times, not at the same time. And they were good jobs. And I worked, that check was gone before I even fucking got it every week. But we always took care of our own addiction, and until it got really bad and we were struggling really bad because the money would just go so fast. You know what I'm saying? And then I was like trying to borrow money from anybody, trying to do anything, pawning everything, and just, things like that. And that's where, like, for me, that's like where my rock bottom was, is when everybody was out of my life. I completely isolated myself. I didn't talk to anybody because I felt like guilty because I had to pretend, which is still lying. And it made me feel bad that I couldn't leave for long periods of time because I was doing so much that I could only be good for a couple of hours, and then I would have to use again. So even at family things, I wouldn't stay long. I would stay there until I couldn't, and then I would need to rush home. And I would always make excuses like, I gotta go, put my dog out. I gotta this going on, or I'd always have like some type of excuse. And so I just, instead of burdening people with my addiction, I hid and kept it to myself. Like my misery doesn't like company. So I isolated myself, and I just stayed in my own little bubble. And it was lonely. And when it got to the point where I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to go to work. I just like would stay in bed and just get up to do what I had to do and then just go right back to bed. I'd like want to sleep my life away because I was so miserable and just so unhappy. And the only person that was doing it was myself, you know, and that was the worst part, is owning up to you doing it to yourself. I couldn't blame it on anybody else, you know, because I was choosing to do that. I mean, I don't know. Because I always say, like, you don't choose to be an addict. You don't choose to do that. Nobody decides to be an addict, but you do decide to stay in your addiction, and that's a big difference. But it's hard and it's sad and it's lonely. But I do know that there are a lot of addicts that need other addicts around them, or they don't want to be alone. They want to have another addict with them, or, you know, or be in a group, or I don't know. Like, I've met all different kind of addicts that live all different kind of lives. And, you know, addiction is not choosy. Doesn't matter if you're rich, poor, black, white, male, female, it doesn't matter. It's whoever. So, oh, you're back. Yeah, yeah. You just come up with anything that sounds good just to get back home and use, or to find money, or, you know, it's so lonely and sad, you know? Like, when I think back about how I would feel, I get sad for myself. Like, I get sad for how I ended up there, the 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 things that happened during the time, and it like breaks my heart. I mean, of course I'm happy and I'm thankful of now, but I just think of how much time I've wasted. So much time. How many things, people I had to lie to, or people that I pushed away, and good people, you know, that were there for me, that are still there for me now, thank God. But all the time that I could have been doing so much more. I could be so much more, you know, but it gets depressing to think about it. So, yeah, that girl. mm. Well, yeah, because you know you're getting cash at the end of the job, it makes it so much more worth it than like your check at the end of the week. You know, like you're like, I'm gonna be getting paid, so I'm gonna, and you try to do it quickly, and it is. It's very lonely. It's like being, it's like, I don't know. It's hard to explain too, because like you're so in such a bad spot mentally and physically, but you're like scared to leave it. Like you're, I don't know, like you're not, you know, it would be better. You know, it'd be healthier. And you know the steps that you need to take to get there, but it's like you can't do it for some reason. It's so crazy how it has a hold on you like that, where you don't even want to make that leap, you know? And yeah, the of course the withdrawal that's scary just all on its own, but the whole, you get addicted to everything, the whole lifestyle. That's why I genuinely think that Lisa is addicted to the internet, because it's part of her daily addict routine. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just like, I mean, people get addicted to how they do their drugs, and the way they go about it, how they make their money. Like, you kind of get addicted to just the lifestyle in general. And for Lisa, the internet and TikTok is that lifestyle. And I think that that's a big change she don't want to make, even for just that. Yeah, it is. It is. That's why I get so proud when I hear people say, I have 20 years clean, I have 16 years clean, I get so proud, because I know how long it takes to get there. I know the struggle that it takes to get out of it, you know, and like, even though I don't know your story, I know it. if that makes sense. And it's such a proud moment to actually fight your way through it. And it's such a good thing to hear that you're, have moved on, and I guess you don't technically really move on, but you've gotten over the worst of it, and you're, living in your sobriety. Wait, I want to pin this. Oh, what? Yeah, and it's funny because when I was reading that, I was thinking about uh that picture. You've probably seen it, but it's a picture of like his hand grabbing your hand like this, and that's all you see, but you're under the water and he's pulling you up above the water, and it just shows from here to here. I actually did a diamond art like right when I got out of rehab. I did that. I still have it somewhere. And I love that picture because that's what it reminded me of. Like when I seen that picture, when I was like scrolling trying to find what diamond art I wanted, I seen that, and that's what it reminded me of. It reminded me of like addiction, even though that's not what it was, but it reminded me of that. And when I just read your comment, that's what it reminded me of too. Yeah, because you want to know what? When I was switching from vaping to smoking cigarettes, I had a pack of cigarettes, and I because we didn't smoke in the house because of my son, and so we would always go outside. Well, I made my shed into like a smoking area, and in the wintertime we had like the heater out there with the tables and the lights and all kinds of stuff. Well, it gets super cold in the wintertime here, so it was easier to have a vape in the house, and that's how I started vaping. And then when in summertime, I would be outside smoking all the time. But then when I slowly, gradually started stop smoking, I kept a pack of cigarettes in my car. And it was the only time I smoked a cigarette is when I was driving. I don't know what it was about driving, but I needed to smoke a cigarette. Like I didn't even touch my vape when I was in the car. But for a long time, I only smoked while I was driving. It was the strangest thing. But I don't know if it's like the routine of it, or I don't know. But now I'll be standing inside cleaning with all my windows open, and I can smell when someone's smoking a cigarette across the street. It's fucking wild. I'm like, did I smell like that all the time? Like, shit. I know. I wish I knew where it was because I'd show you, but I don't think it's somewhere that I could quickly grab. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to find it, and if you're here next time, I'll show it to you because it's so pretty. I love it. Thank you, Kiwi. 3 years, no cigarettes. That's awesome. I stopped smoking. When was it? During COVID? Was it? Might have been during COVID or at the end of it. Sometime around there. Okay. I have a question. P, do you still have like scars? Like scars from your were you shooting it? And if you were, do you still have scars? Oh, thanks. You're not a fan. You're just a friend. And that's when it was around COVID. I did. Um, at that time, I was on methadone. I'm trying to think if I was on methadone. I don't think I was like using because like I said, I did go back and forth, but I was on methadone. So, but I quit smoking before. I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. 'Cause I quit smoking before I, like, stopped using altogether. ' Yeah, you did. You did fully quit before me. Because actually you were the one that brought the vape around that I actually liked. Remember it was the Mr. Vape, I think it was? The small skinny ones? They're really light. Okay. So I still obviously I'm newly like I'm almost to a year. But mine are bad. Now, all through my addiction, all through it, I was very clean. I would get the alcohol wipes. I even still have a pack up in my mirror, but I would get the alcohol wipes in the little packages, and I always bought the big box of rigs, right? And I would only use one 3 times because after you use them over and over again, they get dull. And I would just use it 3 times, and after I was done using it, I would clean them with the alcohol wipes because I didn't want marks because I had to be around like my kids and my family. So I never, and that's why a lot of times my family didn't know I was using. Like they had an idea, but they didn't know because it's so funny. They would always say, "You don't have no tells." And that's what was so hard for them to figure out if I was using or not. But my tell is I isolate myself. I distance myself from everybody. They know that now, but I never had marks on me. Well, this time that I got sober, I told you I was in a really bad place. Like I just gave up, was in bed all the time and all of that. And I didn't even care anymore. I wasn't cleaning it. I was just doing it. The things would get old and I would still use them. It got they got so bad that it was like shoving a screwdriver in my arm where I had to like anyway. Oh, you know what? I heard about that and I forgot. Yeah. And that's crazy. I know, yeah. But I like okay, so they got really bad, right? I'm not joking when I say I've never seen marks like this. And they look like I tattooed myself with dope. That's what I did. They're black lines. And like okay, look, you see? Let me see if you can see that. I don't think you can. You can't see it. So right here, oh wait, you can't see it in the camera. So right here somewhere, it's a scar. It's about this big and it's a circle. And this was I was going here, right? It was a bruise. This is weird. It was a bruise, you bruise yourself sometimes. It was a bruise that turned into a scar, a thick scar. And it looked like I tore off my skin. So it turned into I'm sorry, a scar. It turned into a scab. The bruise turned into a scab. I've never seen no shit like that. And it looked bad, but I could get away with it because it just looked like I cut myself. And anyway, now it's a scar, and it's there. It's weird looking. So that was like the first time that I seen something that was weird. But mine are like I don't have no tattoos, and I'm thinking about getting them covered up because they're that bad. And it's been a year now, and they don't get me wrong, they have faded. They're just they're ugly. Yeah, they were really bad. Well, what's funny is I was terrified of them too for a really long time. For a really long time, I didn't do it myself. My ex did for me. I missed a lot. I missed a lot because all my veins were flat. All of them were from my feet to my legs to my hands to everywhere. I was running out of spaces to do it. I remember one time it took me 3 hours. 3 hours. And I still didn't hit it. I had to skin pop it because I couldn't hit anything. I don't know. I wonder if I can. I don't know if you can't see this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I can show you my one, and everyone thinks it's a tattoo, like a tattoo, until you get close to it. But let me see. I don't know if you can see that, but that's what they look like. And they're so ugly, especially in the summertime. Like I wear tank tops and I get so embarrassed because of how bad, and it's on both arms. This one, there's like 3 of them, and it looks like somebody took 3 fingers and scratched me, but they look bruised. They're just they're ugly. They are. Hold on. They were worse. They were really worse. They were bad when I first got out. And you want to know what's funny? I was looking at a picture recently of me, and I was just like taking a selfie or whatever in a mirror, and I had like bumps that came out like this all over my arms, and I'm like, how did nobody notice that? It's crazy. It looked like they look like little anthills all over my arm from missing so much. It was fucking nuts. It's so gross. It's so sad. So sad to look at. Yeah, I see, and I love the sun, and obviously it's not summer here yet. It just turned spring. And so I'm really hoping, I was hoping when I got, because it was it starting to get, it was okay, so last April is when I got out of rehab, so it was like nice, but all through the summer I was outside. Like I was putting like tanning lotion on up here, just trying to tan all up here, and they did fade a little bit, but they're bad. Like I don't know if you could see it in the camera. Whatever you've seen was 10 times worse, and they're just gross. So I was really thinking about just getting a tattoo, and a lot of people are like, because I don't have any, they're like surprised. Like, really? You're going to get a tattoo? Maybe you should think. And my cousin was actually the one who said, wait a year, see how much it fades, and if you still feel the same, then think about getting a tattoo. And I still feel the same. They're horrible and they're embarrassing, especially if somebody asks. I mean, I'm pretty open about it, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like somebody comes up to you, you have to explain this whole thing. I don't know. No, I'm from Detroit. They seem like very slowly, very slow. But you want to know what though? I have one right here. This one is old. Like, so I guess I can't say I've never seen it because I did. This one, I want to say I was 24, maybe. And this turned into like a bruise, just a line, and then it never went away. Now you can still see it. It is very light, but there's a dot, one dot, kind of looks like a beauty mark. So that one doesn't bother me as much. But you can still see it. That's when I'm how old am I? I'm 38 now. That was 24, and that's still there. So, and these are 10 times worse. That's what I'm scared of, is that they're going to stay for that long, for the rest of my life. Oh, yeah. It does look painful. And sometimes they are. Sometimes they are painful. When I tell you, yeah. Oh my gosh, the pain you get, because when you miss, it burns, right? And it starts to swell up, and like you'll get kind of like, what's it called, hives. They kind of look like hives. Like if I went right here, all around it would get like hives around it, and then it would itch really bad. But when you miss, or it would hurt. And when you're going in the same spot over and over and over and over and over again with a dull needle that's like a screwdriver, it's painful. And yeah, it was bad. Yeah, I hope so. Cause I you know what, I was thinking about just covering one up and then winging the other one. I just haven't decided yet. I know. I know. I know that's it's funny because somebody said they're like, you can't just tat that little part. You got to do your whole arm. I'm like, why? Why can't I just find? I don't know. And the reason why I never got a tattoo is because I never like settled on something. You know what I'm saying? Like I never like it's gonna be on my body forever. So I want it to mean something. I want it to be something that I like and that I'm not gonna regret. Like I wanted to get my daughter and my son's star signs linked together. I actually drew it. Like I love to draw. So I actually drew it where it connected both of them together. There was one that I connected all three of us, and then there was one that I just connected them to. And it's really cute and it's small and it's like simple. And I was thinking of getting that. Wait, wee boy. Are you? Oh wait, no, Kiwi. You said you were from New Zealand, right? Is that what you said? Well, yeah, but what is it gonna be? Because I wouldn't mind getting that neither. I would get that. Like out of everybody, if I had to get like tattoos with somebody, it would be like you or I don't know if I'm not gonna say names, but now I can say your name whenever you want because you have your name on here. I don't know why. Why'd you put your name on here? I guess I'm not surprised that you did. I know you don't care. Yeah, and that's what I want. I want something with like a meaning, something that's like I said, like I'm not gonna regret. You know, I don't want something like, and I get why some people do. Like some people have sweet tattoos that don't really mean something, but they're cool as shit. This one, the guy that hooked up my cable, he had the dopest tattoo. It was on his calf, and it was like all around his calf. It was all of the Nickelodeon cartoons, the old school Rugrats, Hey Arnold, Ren and Stimpy, and it flowed effortlessly. It was so nicely done. I loved it. It's not something I would get, but loved it. It was so sweet. It was good. The colors were still good. He had it for a super long time. It looked so good. Yeah, I know. It was. I wish I would have took a picture of it because it was so sweet. Those were like the good cartoons, you know? I loved like when actually both my wait, I know my son did. I'm pretty sure my daughter did too, if I can remember correctly. She watched a lot. Well, but Amazing World of Gumball, best cartoon. That was the best card. I loved when my son watched that because that shit's hilarious. Yeah, it's I don't know. They're like I said, a lot of people think that they're tattoos or what somebody asked me if it was a tattoo that I was like um lasering off like they were like, "Oh, well, what was your tattoo?" Or they said something like that, like, "What was your tattoo?" Or "What are you getting off?" Or something. And I was like, "What?" They weren't. They obviously weren't close enough because they don't. To me, they don't look like that. But Whatever. I would have asked him first. But you know what? Baby girl didn't like him, so but she don't like no guys. She does not like guys. She almost tore my dad's legs off when he came over here. What? What? Bluey, listen, my son just turned 10 and he had me get him a Bluey toothbrush. I heard of Bluey. He watches it a lot at my mom's house, right? And he kept talking about it. And he watches like a lot of YouTube videos here, like a lot of sports, basketball, football. He also watches a lot of geography stuff, like with flags and countries and things like that. He loves that stuff. And so I didn't really, I heard of Bluey, but I didn't really know what it was. And when it came out, I was like, you know what it reminded me of Alex and Ruby, the little bunnies, that boring cartoon. That's what it reminded me of. And I'm like, this is what you, why is everybody, what is so, I don't get it. He thought the same thing. Shut up. Whatever. Oh my gosh. Oh no, what I had. Oh, the Bluey one. Yeah, I didn't. Oh, that's right. That's right. I just feel like there's so many other cartoons that are like, a little better. Like Amazing World of Gumball. I'm sorry. That's like top tier for me. But I used to love the Rugrats too. The Rugrats was, but that's an older cartoon. So was that in my lip gloss? No. There we go. Why did that just pop up now? Am I doing that? No, I'm not. Okay. I pinned something. I don't even know what it is. Oh, it was okay. I didn't even know I did that. No, they don't. They don't. Well, and a lot of time, and also too, like a lot of kids watch a lot of YouTube. Like they're not really my nephew. They're my cousins, but they're younger than me, so I look at them like nephews. They watch Rachel, that YouTuber, who she's a kids show. They love her. It's I guess she's really popular though, and she's for like toddlers. I want to say like from like really small to maybe 6. I'm not even sure, but it didn't seem that interesting to me. But kids love her for some reason. She must just got it, she's got like that. I don't know. But she's just a YouTuber. I'm surprised they haven't gave her own show, to be honest with you, unless she's making so much money off of YouTube that it's not even worth it. Like she might as well just keep her money. But I feel like YouTube takes a lot of money. So I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Because it didn't really feel like anything too special. Like it was just, I don't know. Maybe she just has that type of, I don't know, aura or something that kids like. But I didn't think it was that. Because there was that one guy. What's that one guy? He was a while ago. Oh, what was his name? Oh, I forget his name. Yes, kids love her. She like, and let me tell you something. If you want to actually make like money off of here, kids shows are the way to do it. Like doing all the things that she does, and like because they look what she did. And that what's that one guy's name? It was oh, my son would know. He still likes this guy to this day. Like he would have his back. Like if I would if I were to say something bad about it, he'd be like, "Don't be talking about him like that." And I forget his name though. And he wears like suspenders, and I don't know. He's like the male version of her, but he's actually I didn't mind him. But her, I don't know. There's something about her. I don't know what it is though, because it's not like she does anything bad. It's just a kids show, but there's something about her. I don't know. I don't know. But I know that a lot of kids do like her though. He did. You know who I'm talking about? He did. He probably got a lot of money. Yeah. I keep wanting to think it starts with like a W. Yes, my son used to love him, and you know what? We used to buy him like all the things. Like he had like a Nerf gun thing. He had a little airplane that had the little pieces in it, and then what else did he had those eggs or mystery boxes? Is that what they were? I don't know. I think there was eggs and mystery boxes. And then what were the other thing? He had like a toothbrush, a backpack. He liked him for a while. He's like grown now though. I mean, not grown, but you know what I'm saying? Like he's like older now. And he has twin sisters who are like doing I don't know if they took over his page or have a new one, but now his sisters do it. And I mean, the parents are pretty active in it as well. But they did a good job, I think, like keeping it strictly kids and kind of managing it because a lot of times when I see parents and like channels like that, I always feel like it's a little sketchy, like parents are kind of just doing it for money or using the kids for money. They didn't seem that bad. I don't know. They didn't give off like a bad impression or like a nasty taste in my mouth about it. That's a slippery slope to go down. So I don't know. That's no. Blippy. That is it. That is it. Blippy. You're absolutely right. I don't know where I got a W from. Blippy. Yep, it's Blippy. Yeah, my son still likes him. Still. It's crazy. But he doesn't watch him, but he doesn't have anything bad to say about him. So he was okay though. He didn't really bother me. Yeah, you know all the kids shows. Do you have kids? He knew like everything, every single one. Oh, maybe that's why my son stopped watching it. When did he sell it? Was it a while ago? It must have been a while ago. Because I can't say when they do that. I can't say when they replace somebody. Like, I can understand when somebody gets older, or, like things like that. But when you replace a character and have it pretend to be the old character, I never liked that. They did that with Blue's Clues. Remember when they did that with Blue's Clues? Except for they did say it was his cousin or whatever the case is. But that just lost it for me. But I remember when Blue's Clues came out, that was like, everybody loved it. Bob the Builder. Yeah, and my daughter used to watch that, Bob the Builder. And she used to watch Bob the Builder, Bubble Guppies, Dora the Explorer. Oh, okay. Joe, okay. Now, he probably made a fortune. Can you imagine? I mean, honestly, if you could make a living making videos, it is cool that he could do that. Honestly. He did go to college. That's right. He did. Yeah, that's really cool that he did do that. And, like, to be able to do this for the period of time that he did, and now he can just raise and support his family for the rest of, he probably can retire, you know what I'm saying? And he probably gets like a, what is it, like a I was gonna say ad revenue, but that's not right. That's if he did it that way, but he gets like a percentage every time like something comes out, or whatever. If he did it right, I mean, even if he didn't, he fucking made a bunch of money. I know. Did he? Oh, so he was genuinely a good guy. Good for him. Good for him, seriously. Isn't it fun? Isn't it funny that this guy did all of this, made a killing, right? But you don't hear nobody saying, "Oh my God, he made money off of kids," right? But everybody else on YouTube that are doing certain things, they're always like, "Oh my God, you're making money off of whoever they're covering, whoever they're entertaining, whoever they're, or whatever the case is." It's like, if you can make money off this app, you should. It takes time. It takes up your time. It takes a lot of things you got to do, from, if you were, even if you're a reaction channel that's reacting to like songs or just random videos, Hollywood stuff. For him, he was educating kids. He has to come up with ideas, buy stuff for his channel, buy the cameras and the lights and you know what I'm saying? That stuff's not given to you. You have to buy all that stuff yourself. So if you can make money off this app, no matter what you do, go ahead. I do not see a problem with it. Oh, on merch. See, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And that's like, because I know sometimes people like sell the rights of something and then that's it. They're done with it. But I would want shit. If I made it, I'm going to be getting something all the time, especially if I have kids. So that way, when I'm gone, they can always be getting something, like, but it sounds like he did it the right way, especially merch shit. And that stuff is expensive. Yes. Really? What about it? Like what was the, I mean, obviously you told me the concept, but like what about it? It does take a lot. It's time consuming. I would too. I would too. Is it like is it like sketchy? Like the sketchiness of it, or shut up. Hi, Sophie. How are you? Good morning. Oh my gosh, good morning. I really got to stop doing that. I really got to stop doing this. 4:30. It's 4:35 where I am. Oh wow. I'm kind of. Is that what you do? Or is that what you've done or do, or your profession? That would be interesting to me. I like stuff like that. I mean, just learning, period. You know what I'm saying? Like learning different things and knowing about it. We're not sketchy moves. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, at least you have us to keep you company. I mean, like all of YouTube. I know. I'm sorry. I always do. I always think I'm gonna be on here for like an hour, and then I don't know. Time flies by so fast when you're just sitting here. Oh, see, you're on the same time zone as me then. Cause I'm trying. Sophie, what streaming thing do you use? Yeah, I know. I've never known anybody that owned a funeral home. Did you really? That's wild. No shit. Wait. Oops. You use Restream. Okay. Wait, is that what I'm on? That is what I'm on, isn't it? Because I had downloaded like a couple of them because I wanted to try, like each night I wanted to try to see which one was the best one, what would work better for me. And I even tried to go live off of YouTube just to see how it worked, and I kept freezing. So I got off of it and then used this. And last night I was on StreamYards. I did download Streamlabs as well. I'm just trying to find what works. You know what I'm saying? Before I actually like do a stream so everything goes like smoothly. But when I was trying to like post stuff up and put it in share my screen, it was freezing. It was in the beginning. I don't know how it is now, but I just didn't want to have any problems, especially because I'm a mess and things always go wrong. So I was trying to at least be kind of less messy, you know? And now and now everybody's gonna be coming in just waking up like last time. Oh, oh no, what I do? Oh shit. I touched something. I was wondering where you went. I figured you passed out because usually you would say if you were leaving. I messed something up, guys. I'm trying to fix it. don't think you guys can see my mess up, so it's not that big of a deal. Ooh, what's this? Oh, I like the bubble one. Oh, I can change the color too. Okay, fancy. What does that say up there? Oh. Okay. Oh, I like that. Sorry, guys. I found all this stuff. I didn't know it was here. I had this in an intro one time. Ooh. Oh, is that going to make it freeze? Oh, no. This is different from my intro. I like this one, though. But now it doesn't match the colors. It doesn't look bad though with the colors. See, the or the StreamYards didn't have all this fun stuff. Not this much of it anyway. Like this had, that's not bad, I guess. I think it's. I'm not really a flowery kind of girl. I like that. Oh, the pink one. See, I'm picky about pinks. I like baby pink. But I like purple. Purple's like my favorite color. Yeah, Restream gives you a lot of because I noticed that there's a lot of like different things that I had to pay for StreamYards, and I and it's both of them are pretty simple to use once you know where everything is, but I just didn't want to like keep freezing when I pulled stuff up. So I haven't even pulled anything. I've tried to pull up something and it froze me. But they said so far everything's been going smoothly, but I haven't really been touching anything. So that's probably why it was going smoothly. Wait. I accidentally made the chat go away. So, oh wait, I think I found it. Hold on. I did find it. I could only see it on this part where I am. I couldn't see it over here. I know you know what I'm talking about, Sophie, but oh, you missed everything. Sure, everything. Um, damn, it's only 11:40 where you're at. Streamlabs, you can't figure out because I downloaded that and I think I signed up and then I just picked this one to go live, especially because I was live. Like I said, I was live on YouTube and it was freezing, so I just like clicked the first one and went live again. You know what? Because I don't. I don't. Last night I was like, I'm just gonna go live because what I wanted to do is I just wanted to try it because I'm doing the Fearless 15 thing, and even though that's on TikTok, I don't have live access yet. So I was like, well, you know what, I'm gonna go live on here because I can restream Gabby from here from the time being and kind of get used to it a little bit and figure out how to share screen, just do all the things, right? And so when I went live last night, I went live late and people actually showed up. And so I ended up staying on and just, conversating. So I was like, well, I'm going to go live again and try a different streaming service. So I just wanted to kind of start dipping my toes in it a little bit, and kind of figure it out from there. Oh yeah, I'm not really like I can figure things out, like the basics, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really too tech savvy like that. I would probably have to sit and really, but oh, Monday. Um, I don't know. I think I would like to have like a schedule, like maybe go live once every 2 weeks or maybe once a week. I think it just depends on what's going on. And I need to like be doing something. I can't just sit here and talk all the time. At least I don't think so. Um, but like maybe go over something like right now I figured Gabby would be on sometime when we were on, but she hasn't been. So, am I lagging for anybody else? But yeah, I want to get a schedule basically, but I want to be able to have things, videos and such to talk about and go over. I know, I know. It's easy to figure out when you actually get on it and you're kind of just doing, figuring the stuff out. Oh, it's not. You better check your internet. My internet was doing some weird stuff because like when it was looking like I was lagging. Even now it like skips, but you guys said it was fine. Oh, you too, Kiwi. See, no, Kiwi said the same thing. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try StreamYards again. Maybe I'll just pop up sometime tomorrow if I wake up. Because it's 4. I have to wake up though, even if I have to force myself, because I'm gonna end up screwing myself. Okay. Because I already don't get good sleep. Like I wake up like every hour on the hour. I don't my sleeping isn't really good. So I have to like force myself to go to sleep. And then like even when I wake up, I have to force myself to go back to sleep. And I have to have like sleep videos on and like, waves and things to make me fall asleep. Do I? That's great. That's what I was going for. So hey, winning over here, right? Okay, good. I know. I like these colors though. It's colorful. It looks like this ring light right here. I'm honestly, thank you for everybody that stuck around and stayed up with me because that's amazing. And it's different. Like there was, except for or short was here last night too. I don't even think. No, I told you today that I went live B, right? I don't even think you knew I went live last night because it was just like I'm just gonna do it, and I was kind of hoping that somebody was gonna come in that stream so I could ask questions, but I ended up figuring it out. So, oh, thank you. I'm Mexican and Polish. I'm a Polaxican. Oh. There's a bunch. Oh. There's a bunch of background noises. I fucking did it again. Okay. We're back. Oh, those were the designs. I do like all these designs, though. It's super colorful and pretty. I do like that. Of course. Hold on. Wait, what's that? Oh, never mind. That's just notes. I know it's a compliment, but thank you. That's really nice. That is very nice. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to get off now and get some sleep. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll, if I guess it just depends on what the day goes. I don't like really planning things because every time I plan it, they never go the way I want it to. Never. Just like today. So I think I'm just going to wing it. But, I don't know. I want to get some practice, especially while my son's he's on spring break right now. So, he went to my mom's house on the weekend. He will be back tomorrow night. So I was thinking if I wake up at a decent time or whatever the case is, I can just jump on for a little bit, maybe catch some people during the day and see how it goes from there. But oh, it was nice meeting you too. I'm glad you came. I'm happy you had fun with us. I hope to see you again. Yeah, probably a whole week's worth of stuff, Sophie. You can't go to sleep. What are you thinking? Oh yeah, B, I'll talk to you tomorrow. But yeah, I appreciate everybody that stayed here all through the night with me. And I'll try not to get on so late and go through the night, So, but I will see everybody tomorrow, hopefully, maybe. Maybe I shouldn't even plan it. I shouldn't have even said anything. I should have just did it because then it would have worked out. That's my life. So, but I appreciate everybody. I do. And I hope to see everybody soon. I know. I could walk my dog, Sophie, and come back and it's like a whole shit show has happened with absolutely everybody. It's crazy. But yes, good night to everybody that's going to sleep, or good morning to everybody. If you're going to work, have a great day. And I'll see everybody later. Thanks for hanging with me. Bye, guys.